person in the area, and it was an eagle, nearly an interception.
Yeah, Eric, I think that was a good play by Maddox O'Neal. Granted, it was nearly an interception. His intent was to throw that out of bounds. I think that was a good decision. He didn't have anybody open. It looked like Cooper Falconite was over there, and he was tied up with the defender, and for whatever reason couldn't get loose. I think if he could have got loose there, Maddox would have had a good target to pick up the first down, and for some reason, Cooper, I don't know if the guy was holding him or what, but he just couldn't get loose from his defender and get open.
3rd down and 5. Snap. Newman gets it straight up the middle. Has a first down and then some. Cuts it up at the 30. He'll be brought down inside the 30 at the 26.
That's a good run. You know, Eric, we talked about Roselle running right up the middle of the Mustang defense on that first series for Graves County. Quite frankly, for the fans at home, Landon Newman's doing the exact same thing. I mean, this looks like a carbon copy drive between these two teams. And Landon Newman's busting it right up the middle and doing a good job picking up yards from McCracken County.
First down for the Mustangs on the Graves County 26. Drive started on their own 20. 2 wideouts each side. Snap, dropping back. O'Neal looks towards the far right side. It is nearly picked off again. Overthrew Falconite just a little bit. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Eric, I think he missed an opportunity there. Landon Newman kind of set up there for a little bit of a screen pass, and he was wide open. He really was wanting Maddox to throw him the ball. I think if he would have seen Landon Newman there just at the line of scrimmage, it would have been an easy first down. It was unfortunate that Maddox didn't see Landon Newman wide open.
2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Again, 2 wideouts each side. Snap. O'Neal drops back. Pressure coming. Steps into the pocket. Looks over the middle. Caught by Newman across the 25. Makes a man miss. First down. Inside the 15 to the 13. Nice job by Newman to get the first down.
Yeah, Eric, and that was exactly the way the last play ran. Newman waited there around the line of scrimmage. He was open. Might be a flag on the field, Eric.
As there is, they are going to bring this one back. It is holding against McCracken County, and so it is going to be 2nd and long for the Mustangs. That's one of those drive killers that you look to avoid.
Yeah, Eric, because that's really going to be 2nd and 20 there. So, you know, for the Mustangs here, they're going to have to be able to pick up 20 yards in 2 downs, basically. Really, this is 4 down territory, so they're going to have 3 opportunities at it. But unfortunate because Newman got the ball down to the 13.
So this game now on YouTube. I will put the link on both Facebook and Twitter. Go to the McCracken Media YouTube channel if you want to watch it. And, again, I'll put the post up after this drive. It is 2nd and 20 for the Mustangs. Snap. It is going to be Dawson Hayden straight up the middle. Man, he fumbles it. Does he get it back? I don't think he does. It will be a fumble by Dawson Hayden. And a turnover goes to Graves County.
Yeah, Eric, and that was the very thing we said. We want the Mustangs to win the turnover battle. And unfortunately, a turnover here has stopped a good drive. The Mustangs look good offensively in this drive and had an opportunity to tie this game up at 7-7. So this is a break for Graves County here to stop this drive on a turnover. For the Mustang defense, this will be interesting, Eric, on the 2nd series to see what adjustments Coach Brooks and his staff has made and why the offense has been on the field.
And so the Mustangs now trailing 7-0. And now the defense will have to find a stop. As it is Gregory dropping back, throws over the left side, caught. He gets it across the 35. It's where he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of about 3, maybe just 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that was good defense. I mean, that was just a quick out there. It looked like Lincoln Acree caught that ball, but it looked like Nolan Winstead stayed home over there, was able to get him out of bounds quickly.
So the Mustangs defense set up well with a 2nd and 7. As dropping back Gregory. Pressure coming. Throws over the middle. Has a man. It is incomplete. And that was good news for Falconite because Acree had him by a couple of steps, just overthrown.
He did, Eric, and you know that's one of the things is that we talked about in the keys to success is these defensive backs. They've got to stay behind these wide receivers. We knew Lincoln Acree was going to be a threat. He's been a threat all season long for this offense. And there he was able to outrun Falconite and get open. So fortunate break for the Mustangs here. And this is an opportunity, Eric, in this 2nd drive. This right here is an opportunity for the Mustangs to get a stop. You stop them here on their own 35. You know, 99% of the time they're going to punt from this position. So an opportunity for the Mustangs to get back on offense and get this game tied back up.
3rd down and 7. As Gregory, pressure comes. He throws down the right sideline. Jump ball. It is incomplete, but a flag comes in. And that's one of those that's...
Yeah, Eric, I got to agree with you. That call's going to be against Davon Dunbar if it goes against the Mustangs. And Davon had good defense there. He didn't hold the receiver whatsoever. He just played the ball. I think that was the other thing that Davon did correct, was play the ball. So unfortunate break for the Mustangs to give Graves County his 1st down. No fault to Dunbar there at all. He did a good job defensively.
I agree. That was really good defense by Davon Dunbar. Just did not get the call his way. And an unfortunate break there for Graves County. As they get the gifts, it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Eagles on the 50. Eagles lead at 7-0, 6:45 in this 1st quarter. As Graves County, Gregory has 3 wideouts to the right, sends a man in motion. It is going to be a toss. That is to Acree, trying to stretch it out. And he has hit at the line, nothing doing. Dropped for no gain. 2nd and 10, and a flag comes in on the Graves County secondary. No idea on what this is. But they're going to stop play for just a moment to talk about it. I hope this does not become a trend like we saw at Christian County 2 weeks ago.
No, and then one of the things is for the fans at home there, that was a nice open field tackle by Cade Churchwell. Lincoln Acree, we talked about, some great athlete, and he had some good momentum there, but Churchwell met him right at the line of scrimmage and brought him down single-handedly. So that was a good play by Cade Churchwell.
And so they do say this is against Graves County. It is a hold against the Eagles. And so that'll move the Eagles back to 1st down and 20 on their own 40. And so the clock resumes. 6.5 minutes in this 1st quarter. Eagles lead 7-0. Again, the game on YouTube. I've put the link on Facebook and Twitter on the McCracken Media YouTube channel. It is going to be a handoff to the back. Hit in the backfield and dropped as they handed it off to Roselle. He loses about 4. It'll be 2nd and 24.
There, first guy in there was Sam Goodman. He got the first hand on him for a tackle for loss. The other guy came in there, middle linebacker Hunter Neely, and finished it off. So good combination there. Those are 2 younger players on this football team that did a good job blowing that play up.
2nd down and 24 for the Eagles on their own 36. Big moments coming up, you figure, for the secondary as the Eagles will test it. As dropping back Gregory. Pump fakes, rolls to the left. He's looking to keep it. He will. Gets across the line of scrimmage, but not much more as he's brought down at the 40. That'll make it 3rd and 20 for Graves County.
That was Jackson Shackelford. Eric, he did a great job staying home. There wasn't anybody over there for him whatsoever to be watching from a receiving standpoint or any other reason really for him to stay home, but he did a great job. That's when you know your defense is playing good, when these guys are staying home and not allowing Caden Gregory. He'd have had an open field if it wasn't for Jackson Shackelford. So right now, that's probably the play of the game so far by this defense.
3rd and 20, pressure coming. Gregory throws over the middle, wide open receiver. He's got it inside the 20. And at the 15, he escapes the tackle inside the 10. Poor defensive secondary play by the Mustangs ends in a touchdown, as that was all-around systems failure for the Mustangs secondary.
Yeah, Eric, and it was unfortunate. I mean, they had him in 3rd and long. That would have been an opportunity for the Mustangs to get it back and tie this game. But, you know, it's really the 3rd time we've seen him go deep downfield. We were concerned about that in the pregame, taking advantage of defensive backs, and they exploited it here and put 7 on the board.
Not only did the Mustang defender lose coverage, he then had the opportunity for the tackle about 20 yards out and missed on that. And so 5:06 in this 1st quarter. Eagles jump out to a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, Eric, they did. And like I said, you know, that's been a concern all season. It's something the Mustangs have got to get better at going into the playoffs.
As the kick is up, and it is good. 5:06 in this 1st quarter. The Eagles off to a high-flying start. It makes it 14-0. And thing about the Mustang offense, it was cruising as well. Just an absolutely back-breaking fumble that led to this sequence of events.
Yeah, Eric, and you hate to see it. You know, one of the things is McCracken County's offense did. I felt they played down for down with Grave County offense in that first series, and that's what you wanted to see, to be able to match that score 7-7. But, you know, one of the things we talked about as well, penalties and or turnovers can make a big difference in a competitive football game like this, and right now that's going Graves County way. I think one of the things is for Coach Brooks, it's got to be one that sometimes he scratches his head, is he's just not been able to get really a set of defensive backs. I know he's had different guys back there. He's got some fast guys back there in Falconite, but just have not been able to stay behind the opponent's wide receivers. We've seen that be a problem really through all 10 games this season, and certainly Graves County watched the film. They took advantage of it here and put another 7 on the board.
You said it. That is something Coach Brooks has just searched high and wide for, is just to get that dependability in the secondary, and he has mentioned several times that's just been the frustrating part of this season for him, is trying to find that remedy. As it is now 14-0, the Eagles on top, as this kickoff will be recovered at the 24 by Dunbar out to about the 30, and he will be brought down around the 33. So first down for the Mustangs on their own 33.
Yeah, Eric, hopefully Coach Brooks can come out here, continue the play calling he had in that first series. Don't make any mistakes, don't get any penalties. And I think, Eric, as well as they played offensive in that first series, they can march this ball down and put 7 back on the board and get back in this game. Also, you got to give a little credit. The defense had Graves County 2 times there in a 3rd down and long situation. Unfortunately, a penalty in one case. You know, the other situation was, you know, the long pass. So McCracken County's playing pretty good. The scoreboard's not showing it at this point in time.
5 minutes first quarter as O'Neal rolls to his left, still rolling, and he's going to throw it away on the sideline. It's incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was a good decision. There was good coverage back here. You had Dunbar and you had Matcham both down here on the near sidelines, and overall Graves County did a good job covering these guys. There just wasn't any place for Maddox to run. The way Coach Brooks has that play set up, he swings out here to the near side, and so you really only have an opportunity to throw it to those 2 receivers that are over here on the near side, and for O'Neal, I think that was the right decision.
2nd and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 33. Snap, it is going to be Newman. Goes off tackle, has a hole across the 35 out to about the 39. That'll make it 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, Eric, and I like the running game so far tonight. I mean, it's been successful other than that fumble play there. For Newman, he's been able to run the ball inside the tackles and pick up, like I've said, 5 or 6 yards per carry. Unfortunately, this is a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 situation. So you kind of take that out of play, but you hate to see it because Newman's doing a good job running the ball up the middle of Graves County defense.
And Graves nearly jumped, but not enough, as it will be McCracken changing the play, 3rd down and 4. Snap, Newman goes straight up the middle across the 40, and he will get the first down as he did a nice job getting to the 44. Forward progress gets him the first down and 10.
Yeah, Eric, and I like that. I mean, one of the things is for Coach Brooks, you wonder if sometimes he'll stick a little bit with this running game when Newman's having so much success. The other thing we got to give credit to, Graves County's got some pretty big defensive linemen, but I think right now the offensive line from McCracken County's having their way with them so far, pushing them around there and giving Newman some room to run.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 45 as O'Neal drops back, looks. He's going to air it out downfield. As a man, it's intercepted. It was a one-on-one jump ball, and it was perfectly placed to the Eagle defender. And it will be a 2nd turnover for Graves County. And now the Eagles can really go for a commanding lead here if they can put together a solid drive.
Yeah, Eric, you know, that pass was a little bit short there, and he put a lot of air under it. I mean, sometimes you want to put a lot of air under it, but you want to make sure if you don't put that much air under it, you need it to be the longest pass you can get out there for your guy to get a chance. And that ball came up short, and that allowed the defender to run inside, match him, and make an easy interception. So unfortunate pass by Maddox O'Neal there has led to another opportunity by Graves County, and it puts McCracken County's defense back out on the field.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. It is going to be a handoff. Roselle, big hole, 20-25. He'll be brought down around the 32. And right now, Graves County starting to really put together some momentum against the Mustang D.
Yeah, Eric, that's the third time that we've seen Roselle run off the center there, and all three of them, it's been 15-plus yards. So, you know, they're taking advantage a little bit of Charlie there in the middle. I'm not sure quite who's blocking him, but somehow they're getting Charlie Higdon out of the play. Looks like this is going back, Eric.
And so a penalty on Graves County. And that will move it back, it looks like. I didn't see the signal. It is holding against Graves County. Want to give a shout out. And Buddy and Benny Rushing say go Mustangs. Good to hear from you all as always on the Seaplant Federal Credit Union text hotline. And so it is first down, and that would be 18 for Graves County. Half the distance to the goal as it is a throw over the middle. Caught as he has it at the 20. And Acree gets all the way out to the 24. And so credit the Eagles. They are just gashing the Mustangs right now for double-digit yardage per play, and that gets 14.
Yeah, that did, Eric. That was unfortunate. You had him first and 20. You had him backed up really inside the 10-yard line. That was an opportunity for a stop. Now they got a second and short, and if they don't pick it up here, they got another down. So unfortunate for the Mustangs. This is really 3 times they've had them in first, second, or third and long, and Graves County's been able to move the ball and successfully get to first down.
2nd and 4 for Graves County, as it will be a handoff. And hit in the backfield and dropped is Brady Roselle. He will lose about 2. That'll make it 3rd and about 6.
That was a combination. Hunter Neely was the first guy. He really broke the line of scrimmage there, made that initial contact behind the line of scrimmage, and Cade Churchwell came in there and finished him off. So combination of those 2 linebackers on the far side backed up Graves County. It's another opportunity here, because 3rd opportunity in the last 2 series for the Mustang defense to get a stop.
3rd down 6 for Graves County. 2:18 in this first quarter. 14-0 Eagles. Snap dropping back. His pressure comes. It is nearly intercepted as Falconite would have had a pick 6. But it is a stop for the Mustang defense. It's 4th down.
Yeah, Eric, that was a much-needed stop, not to give him another score after our second turnover. For Cooper, he's frustrated. For the fans at home, just so you know, Cooper didn't miss that pass. He ran into Cade Churchwell. And at the same time he was trying to catch the ball, somehow Cade Churchwell bumped into him and caused him not to be able to get that interception. So good stop by the Mustangs. Unfortunate that they didn't get a turnover.
Want to give a shout-out to good friend Brian Phelps is here tonight listening, as this is a sidewinding in-over-end kick that's short, as it will bounce at the 40 and go back all the way to the 37, where the Mustangs will start in Graves County field position. And even with everything that's happened so far tonight for McCracken County, you've got to feel pretty lucky at the situation before you right now.
Yeah, Eric, and you know, one of the questions I've got watching this series, we're going to be right here. We're starting, like you said, right at the 38-yard line. And for the Mustangs, if you look at the success they've had so far offensively, it's really been Landon Newman coming out of that backfield. You wonder if this is a series with a short field that Coach Brooks doesn't take advantage and say, hey, I'm just going to run Landon Newman straight at you until you stop him.
As it is Newman, as he goes straight up the middle, hit around the 35, and a cavalry of Eagles, should say a flock of Eagles, bring him down around the 33.
Yeah, Eric, and right there, though, but, you know, when you look at it, he moved it 5 yards. I mean, that's what Landon Newman, he's picked up at least 5 yards, and we could confirm that with Ivan every single carry that he's got so far in this first quarter. So, you know, Landon Newman's, he's had a lot of success so far in this first quarter. If I'm Coach Brooks, I just keep on running Landon Newman.
2nd down and 5. It is Newman again. He goes off tackle, makes a man miss. Makes another miss. He's going to be brought down around the 29. Gain of 4, maybe 3 depending on the spot. It'll be 3rd and short in 4-down territory.
Yeah, Eric, this is 4-down territory. It's a little outside Brock Wilson's range here for field goal kicking. And right now you need touchdowns. So this is a must here to pick up this first down and keep this drive going.
3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs on the Graves County 31. Trailing 14-0. 1 minute left in this first quarter. Snap is O'Neal. He looks over the middle, caught. First down across the 30, outside around the 25, brought down around the 24. A nice job by the Mustangs. Jude Lanier for the first down.
Yeah, Eric, that's the first time tonight we've seen that play. It was just really a quick out pass to the wide receiver there Maddox didn't hold on that for barely a second, if that, and just threw it out there for a quick pass to Jude Lanier. So that was a good call by Coach Brooks there to pick up that first down.
35 seconds here in this first quarter, as the Mustangs now on the 24 of Graves County, trailing 14-0. Snap. It is O'Neal. He throws left side. He's got it towards Matcham inside the 20 to about the 17. And a nice gain of about 7, second and short.
Yeah, Eric, that was another quick pass there, over here to the near side. So Coach Brooks sees something there that he thinks he can take advantage of with his wide receivers just stepping 2 or 3 yards across the line of scrimmage, and Maddox hitting them quickly. So the nice thing about that, normally that's a safe pass as well. So good call by Coach Brooks.
Snap. It is going to be a handoff as a nice job by Newman. Carries a defender across the 15 to the 14. That will be enough for the first down, and that should end the opening quarter here in just a moment after they start the clock after the first down. As they wind the clock, I think Coach Brooks will allow this one to expire. And overall, the Mustangs driving once again, as it will be after 1 quarter of play. Graves County leading McCracken County 14-0. Second quarter next at 99.5 The Fan.
At Sea Plant Federal Credit Union, we're not just any financial institution. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your financial family. Sea Plant has been serving our community for over 70 years, and we're proud to be a part of your financial success. If you live, work, worship, or go to school in Western Kentucky, come see us so you can experience the Sea Plant difference. Learn more at seaplant.com. Member NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Start of the second quarter, the Mustangs driving as they are inside the red zone at the 14, where it'll be 1st and 10 for McCracken County. Trailing the Eagles 14-0 as we welcome you back to the Baird broadcast booth as I look at the Sea Plant Federal Credit Union text hotline for tonight. Want to give a shout out to the Minnesota Berrigans listening in tonight. That's the Berrigan clan up in Minnesota. Good to hear from you all as always, as it is 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs on the 14 of Graves County. And it will be the start of the second quarter. They did the helmet dance here where they have to figure out which Mustang helmet the football is under on the Jumbotron. Always fun out here at Marquette Stadium. 1st down for the Mustangs. Kind of a more jumbo-type formation for McCracken County. As it is Newman again, dances his way across the line of scrimmage, carries a few Eagles to around the 11. He'll gain about 3, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Eric, he continues to be effective in there. I know it sounds a little bit like a broken record, but overall, every time he runs inside the tackle, he's picking up positive yardage for the Mustangs. And granted, that's probably the shortest run we've seen from him so far this evening for just 3 yards, but you got Churchwell in there, too. One of the things is, Eric, just to note, they got the heavy package in there with Churchwell playing fullback.
2nd and 7 for the Mustangs on the Graves 11 as O'Neal rolls to the right. He's looking. He's still looking. Throws to the right. Caught by Falconite. That's around the 9, they'll say. A gain of 2. And that will make it 3rd and about 5 for the Mustangs.
That was a heck of a catch by Falconite there. For the fans at home, I didn't think he had any chance. It almost looked like Maddox was just throwing that ball out of bounds. But Cooper was able to keep his foot in, bring that down at the 9-yard line for just a short gain, but still another key completion for the Mustangs.
It was just a short game, but it brought the Falconite crew in front of us to their feet. They have a great group here tonight supporting Cooper. As it is going to be Newman straight up the middle, as it across the 5, down to the 4, but he fumbled it. It is recovered by McCracken County. It was fumbled forward to the 1. It is gained to the 4. And so the Mustangs will have it 1st and goal inside the 5.
Eric,
they're
I
going to
think
spot it at the 1.
Yeah, they're spotting that at the 1 where the fumble was recovered. So, go back to the beginning of the game. Roselle did that at the beginning of the game, fumbled it forward and gained 3 yards. Fortunate for the Mustangs to do the same, get the ball down on the goal line.
Jumbo package here. 2 fullbacks and Newman in the backfield. It is going to be Newman straight up the middle. Touchdown Mustangs. Landon Newman dives in for 6.
Eric, he's been doing it all evening long, and so right now Graves County does not have an answer for Landon Newman. He's making up this offensive effort by the Mustangs and punched it in for a touchdown. Well-deserved touchdown for Landon Newman, as he was a big part of moving this ball downfield and getting it in that position.
And so the Mustangs able to get in. Now the extra point. It's up, and it is good with 10:42 in this opening quarter. The Mustangs cut the lead in half. It's 14-7. And you've got to feel good if you're Coach Brooks. Your team has given up 2 turnovers, and it's 14-7.
Yeah, Eric, if you look at the 3 drives the Mustangs have had so far in this first quarter and this minute in the second quarter, the Mustangs were driving the ball in all 3 of those series. It was turnovers that stopped the first 2. So here almost had a turnover stop the third one. Fortunate we're able to get that recovery. So, right now, Eric, if you look at it offensively, and I don't know what the stats are, we'll listen to Ivan at halftime, but they're probably pretty even. The Mustangs have done a good job in equivalently moving the ball down the field as Graves County has. So offensively, this looks like a good ball game between these 2 teams. I think one thing, Eric, we got to note too is McCracken County stopped them to get the ball back for this score and made them punt. So, that's a plus for the defense as well. So right now I got to give a little, if I was to vote a little bit, I'd give a little credit to the Mustangs. I think even though the scoreboard doesn't show it, I think the Mustangs are outplaying Graves County, or at least playing even up with them to this point in the game.
So it is going to be Brock Wilson to kick off. .10:42 second quarter, 14-7 Graves County. The kick is a high end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce at the 20 and go out of bounds. Maybe it does eventually at the 17, but I thought Graves may have touched it out of bounds. Apparently the Eagles did not touch it, and it will be illegal procedure for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Eric, if that ball would have been bounced back away from the sideline, I think Dawson Hayden, he was down there. He nearly got on that ball before it went out of bounds. I think if it would have took just a different bounce instead of towards the sideline and back towards the field, I think Dawson Hayden would have had an opportunity there for a recovery. So, I said special teams can be key in this game, and recovering kickoffs has been a big one for the Mustangs so far this season.
And so McCracken County will start defensively against this Eagle offense on the 35. 14-7. McCracken County trails by 7. As Gregory gets the snap, he is going to throw quick side to the right. Screen play. It is well defended by the Mustangs. Gain of about 5, maybe 6, depending on the spot. It'll be second and about 4.
Yeah, Eric, and right now a little change up back here in the secondary just for the fans at home. It looks like Dawson Hayden's in there, Cooper Falconite, James Berrigan, and Davon Dunbar are playing back there in the secondary for the Mustangs.
Second and 4 for the Eagles on the 41. As Gregory tried to get the Mustangs to jump, they did not. As Gregory gets a snap, he drops back, pressure coming. He's going to air it out over the middle. It is incomplete. And if he can hit his receiver in stride, that could be 6.
Yeah, Eric, pretty good coverage, though, by Dawson Hayden. He's right with him, stride for stride. I don't know, like you said, if it had been a perfect pass, I think it would have been a reception. But Dawson Hayden stayed with his man there, and that's what we want to see out of this secondary.
And so it'll be 3rd and 4. Yes, the snap. Gregory, pressure coming, rolls to the right. He has a lot of room to run. He'll take it. He gets a hit hard, and I mean hard, and that is going to be a penalty against McCracken County, as it was a quarterback that gave himself up and took a shot to the head, and that will get called every single time. It's going to be 15 yards and a first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, Eric, that hurts. I mean, first of all, the Eagles did pick up the first down there with Caden Gregory getting around the end there and finding the first down. But unfortunately for the Mustang, they're one of the linebackers. He hit him when he was down. It was an easy call by the officials. And now, unfortunately, you allow Graves County to get over in McCracken County's territory.
They are going to call it any time a quarterback gives himself up like that and then takes a shot to the helmet. And Gregory is all right. First down and 10 for the Eagles on the McCracken 40. 10-15. In this second quarter, Eagles trying to answer the Mustangs score. It is 14-7 Graves County. And it looks like Graves County jumped as Gregory took a couple of steps before snapped, and that'll move it back 5 yards.
Eric, you calling that a false start on the quarterback?
That's right. He got a little bit too happy and moved his feet right before it was snapped.
You know, Eric, if you think about football, you don't see that very often.
You do not. If anyone's going to know what the snap is, it's the quarterback.
Yeah, that's a rare call.
So it's first down and 15 for the Eagles on the McCracken 45. It is going to be Roselle going behind his line and not going anywhere. He, in fact, loses a yard. That'll make it second and about 16 for the Eagles.
Eric, that's one of the first tackles tonight we've seen out of Charlie Higg, and he got in behind the line of scrimmage there and really took the legs out from underneath the running back. So that's a plus for Charlie. He's been struggling a little bit there in the middle of the field so far tonight, but he's fired up after that tackle. Hopefully that'll get Charlie started in this game.
Second and 16 for Graves County on the McCracken 46 is Gregory rolling to his left, flag coming. This is going to come back regardless. It's completed, and it's good enough for a first down, but doesn't matter. This is going to come back for Graves County. It was a hold in the backfield. It looks like, I believe it was on Medlin, I think.
Yeah, Eric, and if you saw it the same way, it looked like Hoffman was the guy that was
Correct.
holding number 38. I mean, Hoffman was trying to get out there and get Gregory, and somebody just had a hold of him there. So good call by the officials, easy call as well. And, you know, here's an opportunity for the Mustangs. They've pushed Graves County back into their own territory on a second and really, really long. So it's going to be, Eric, 20, 25 yards.
I want to give a shout out to Alan Arnage listening in Jacksonville, Florida. Good to hear from you, sir. Second and 24 for Graves County on their own 46 now. Mustangs trail 14-7, 9:04 in this second quarter. Big test here for the Mustangs secondary, you would imagine. Snap, dropping back Gregory. He's going to throw over the middle of the field. It is incomplete as it was well overthrown his intended receiver. Third and 24, and again, Jimmy, massive play here for the Mustang defense.
Yeah, this is a big play here, third and 24. One of the things is, too, Eric, I don't know if you caught there, Lucas Hoffman just was a half a step short of sacking Caden Gregory. He hit him hard, buried him in the backfield there. Fortunate the officials didn't call it. I don't think it was a late hit at all, but, you know, just 1 second difference there. Hoffman would have had a big sack from the Mustangs.
Third and 24. Big play here for the Mustang defense. They show blitz. They bring blitz. It's picked up. Throw towards the left side. Wide open receiver caught inside the 20 to the 16. Again, poor secondary play by the Mustang secondary, and that leads to a first down on third and 24.
Yeah, Eric, I think that's the fourth time tonight they've been in third and really long and been able to pick it up. I mean, that hurts when you got them backed up that far and they pick it up. And so that was unfortunate there. Falconite was in coverage there, but he allowed that was Acree, I think, it caught that pass. He had 3 or 4 steps on him, and just another good play by Graves County.
First down and 10 for the Eagles on the 16 now. That is a play you circle when you look back at this first half. 8:41 in this second quarter. Snap, Gregory Looks, throws over the middle. A net's picked off by the Mustangs at the 1. Nice job by Davon Dunbar to pick up his teammates.
He did a great job, Eric. You know, when you first started calling that, you thought that was a touchdown pass, and I did too, right there at the goal line. And man, did Davon Dunbar, we know he's fast, and he just did an excellent job for the fans at home. He stepped right in front of the receiver out of his coverage and made that an easy interception. Granted, it's at the 1 or 2 yard line, but it stops the drive here for Graves County. Big A+ there for Dunbar in coverage.
And it was such a great cut by the wide receiver. He had him beat on the inside. Dunbar just did a wonderful job on the recovery. First down and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 1. It is a high snap. Newman gets it, dives forward, and he breaks free, but the play was blown dead, I think, which is unfortunate because Newman broke free. And so it's going to be no gain, but maybe a premature whistle.
Yeah, Eric, I think they did there. I didn't think Newman was stopped there, and if they did call him stopped, it was right outside the goal line. This ball's got to be inside the 1 yard line. So if they wouldn't have blown the whistle, Newman would have had a big pickup.
Second and 10 from the 1. It is caught by Falconite at the 5, and he'll be dropped out of bounds around the 7. And so the Mustangs able to get 6 to make it 3rd and about 4. And if you're the Mustangs, you just need 1 first down to try to flip the field a little bit.
Yeah, Eric, this really is a must. I mean, this is a long field, but you don't want Brock Wilson to have to punt off of the back line in the end zone. And right now, that's where he'd be lined up if they don't pick up any yardage. And so this is a must here to get this first down.
Mustangs try to get the Eagles to jump. They do not. And it is going to be a handoff to Newman, and he dances his way across the 11. Good enough for a first down, I think, to the 12. And if not, I can almost guarantee you, even on the 12, the Mustangs will go for it.
Yeah, I think that if I'm Coach Brooks, I mean, Eric, he takes a lot of risks, but if it's 4th down here in an inch, put Newman in the backfield, keep doing what you're doing.
They're going to measure from this vantage point. Looking to the far side, it may be a touch short, but we'll see. As they bring out the chains, it is a touch short. It is 4th down, and now decision time for Coach Brooks. Obviously, if you don't get it, you're essentially giving up a potential touchdown. And the Mustangs are going to go for it. 4th and inches on their own 12. Whew, I agree with the call in premise, but you got to get it. And the Mustangs in a pistol formation. And so the Mustangs trying to get them to jump to start. Play clock down to 10. And the Mustangs are going to pass. They're throwing it way downfield. Got a man. It's caught. 50 into the 40. A great play call from Coach Brooks. First down Mustangs.
Eric, is that a great call or a gutsy call?
Both.
That was a gutsy call there on 4th and 2 inches. And you throw the ball 50 yards down the field to an open Cooper Falconite for a 50-yard pickup. That's not a typical play on 4th and inches.
Alan Arnage, if you're listening, your son-in-law has guts. Mercy, what a play by the Mustangs. 1st and 10 on the Graves 41, 7:22 in this second quarter. Snap, dropping back. O'Neal gets into the pocket, and he's going to scramble across the 40 and dropped right at the 40. Gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Eric, that was another good decision. I got to give Maddox credit. He's making good decisions tonight when he's throwing the ball away. He did a good job right there, stepping up in the pocket, not taking a sack, and he picked up a yard. And so that's much better than taking a sack. I got to give him credit. It was another good decision. 3 or 4 times tonight, Graves County's had an opportunity to sack him, and Maddox has made the right decision. I got to give him credit there as well.
2nd and 9 for the Mustangs on the Graves 40. Snap, it is going to be Newman. Big hole, 35, cuts it up inside the 30 to the 27, and that was like the Mustang offensive line parted the seas.
They did on that left-hand side. I don't know who's playing. That's Bagwell over there on that left-hand side, and I think Wilhelm over there. And those guys did a great job opening up that hole for Newman there to bust it for about 12 or 13 yards. So Newman continues to have success against this Graves County defense.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the Graves 27. 6:20. Again, if you're just joining us, this game on YouTube tonight on the McCracken Media YouTube channel. I'll put it on Facebook and Twitter. It is going to be Newman again. Dances his way. Big hole. Gets across the 20 down to the 19. He'll make it about 8 on 1st down, 2nd and 2.
And, Eric, you know, one of the things is just to share with the fans at home, when Newman's in the backfield, man, he's just excited.
Is a Graves player down? Sorry about that. Jimmy, go ahead.
He's just excited to get the ball, man. You can just tell he's pumped in the backfield. He wants Coach Brooks to call his number so he can run that ball. That looks like Lincoln Acre.
It is Reagan Mathis.
Oh, it's Reagan Mathis, okay.
And Mathis, the backup quarterback to Gregory. And he is down at the moment. With that, want to give a shout-out. Coach Zach Hobbs chimes in tonight with an accurate description of Coach Tyler Brooks, his coaching companion at the high school. That got me, buddy. Appreciate that. As your daughter listening in tonight, MJ Garrett, and talking about her good friend Murphy is at the game tonight. The Green family, good to hear from Steve Green, is listening in for Mustang National and Hunter Neely, saying go Stangs. Also, Dr. Kyle Parrish is watching from Rome, Georgia, where Grayson and the Center soccer team will play tomorrow at noon. Good to hear from you all. As, again, the Eagles, an injury at the moment as Reagan Mathis down on the field. And they are very cautious on moving him right now as they are looking like they are stretching out his left leg. And no word on, or no, we do not have a good eyesight as to what they are fully working on, but I just watched him kind of stretch out his leg. But both sides, both teams taking a knee. And that is a big, big injury potential for the Eagles.
Yeah, Eric, as I just noted when I went back and looked at the year stats, he's the number 2 tackler on this team. So, you know, right now Graves County is losing their number 2 tackler, at least for the moment in this game. And so that's got to be unfortunate for Graves County to lose their second leading tackler off this defense.
And what makes your stomach weak is what Ivan just pointed out, as he has a left knee brace on, and he's not able to put any power right now on that left leg. And that is, it just makes your stomach weak. Just worry for that young man. Hope all goes okay, and they're able to get him back into this one tonight. It'll be second. And they've marked an extra yard, so it's second about 3 for the Mustangs. On the 20 is O'Neal. Looks, steps into the pocket, now looking to step away, and he's going to get a pass off to Newman. And did he catch it? It's incomplete, thankfully, because that would have been a loss of about a yard. But again, credit to O'Neal to avoid the sack.
Yeah, Eric, I thought that he was going to go down there. He had a couple Graves County guys on him. But he did a good job. He looked upfield. It was a legitimate pass. He was trying to get it to Newman there at the line of scrimmage. He came up about a yard short. So, you know, another good decision. We've credited Maddox with a number of good decisions out of the pocket tonight. That was another one there.
3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs on the 20 of Graves County, trailing 14-7. It is Newman. He dances his way across the line of scrimmage. 1st down to the 15. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and he's just having his way tonight. I'll be interested when Ivan does the halftime stats, Eric, just to see where a Newman is. I mean, it's not going to be some huge number because he's not broke a lot of tackles tonight, but he's picked up 5 or 6 yards per carry all night long. And so he continues this. He's going to have a 100-yard night tonight for the Mustangs.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the Graves County 15. Blitz coming as O'Neal throws quickly to the flat. Caught by Falconite. Tries to dance around some defenders and cannot. He gets about maybe a yard, if anything. 2nd and long.
Yeah, that was good coverage there by Graves County. They were quick to shut down that wide receiver screen there. One thing, Eric, you did call, there was a blitz there from the far sidelines. I think Landon Newman did a good job there. He stepped up and picked up the blitzer coming from that far sideline to give O'Neal a little bit extra time to get that to Cooper.
2nd and 9 now for the Mustangs on the Braves 14, trailing 14-7. Blitz coming again. O'Neal has a wide open receiver, caught by Lanier. He has it around the 11 where he'll be brought down on forward progress, and that'll make it 3rd and about 5.
You know, Eric, it's unfortunate there. He caught that pass, and Lanier didn't. It looked like he had an opportunity to turn it inside, and he turned that outside. It was just a hook route there, and he could have went either way. He turned it to the outside. If he'd have turned that to the inside, I think he would have had a touchdown. He had a lot of open field there in the middle. He just didn't know it, and he turned to the outside, and the defender was there and was able to tackle him.
4 minutes in this second quarter. 3rd down at about 6, let's call it. Snap, O'Neal rolling to the right. Looks, throws over the middle. It's incomplete as he intended it for Dunbar. Incomplete. And now do you let Brock Wilson kick it? I think you do if you're the Mustangs. And that's what they're going to do is get 3. I love it.
Yeah, Eric, I think this is a wise decision here. It's unfortunate this drive stopped on downs and you're going to have to kick a field goal. But another nice drive by the Mustangs. Am I right? They started on the 1-yard line on this drive. So, you know, they drove it 85-plus yards down the field. Unfortunate not be able to punch it in and tie the score. But if Brock is successful here, they get it down to a 4-point game.
Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good with 3:55 in this second quarter. The Mustangs cut into the lead. It's 14-10, Graves County.
Yeah, Eric, and one thing to point out, there's 3:55 left on the clock, so we're going to kick off to Graves County. If the Mustangs can keep Graves County from getting a score here late in the second quarter, the Mustangs get the ball after halftime. So to be honest with you, Eric, it's not a bad position. I mean, this is really where you try to force Graves County to drive the field in 3 minutes and 55 seconds. You can keep them out of the end zone, go into halftime, make some adjustments, and come out here and move the ball like you have in this first half. The Mustangs could easily be in the lead early in the third quarter.
And then credit to the Mustangs. That drive, as you mentioned, started on their own 1-yard line.
Yeah, you know, the total offense tonight for the Mustangs, I mean, unfortunately, you look at the board and say, hey, you just put up just 10 points in the half. But overall, for the stats that Ivan's going to go over here at halftime, the Mustangs have got plenty of offensive yards and been successful on every drive.
13 plays, 87 yards on that drive, excuse me.
Coach Brooks will take that all night long.
And so the Mustangs trail 14-10. And the Mustangs now will kick off. As Wilson, a short end-over-end kick. It's going to be returned at the 24, out to the 30. And now backwards, trying to reverse field, and gets to the 30, and that's where it'll be first down for Graves County. I started to get flashbacks of Apollo on that one.
Yeah, he did escape a few tackles there, but Churchwell had him pretty well boxed in, and so overall the Mustangs had him boxed in well. It was a good overall coverage. Really only picked up about 3 or 4 yards on that return. So, you know, Eric, when you look at it, it's 3:48. They got 70 yards to go. This defense needs to make a stand.
14-10, the Eagles on top. With 3:48 in this opening quarter. As Gregory changing his play at the line. He gets a snap. He drops back. He's looking. He's going to air it out down the middle of the field. It is incomplete. Great coverage by Dawson Hayden.
Yeah, Eric, and that is the kind of coverage these defensive backs need to do the remainder of this game and into the playoffs. Dawson Hayden, step for step with the wide receiver there. The thing I really liked Dawson did, he had his head turned back. He was watching the ball. If you're watching the ball and you make a play on it, you're not going to get a pass interference, and that's exactly what Dawson did. Well played.
As a quick throw over the middle, incomplete, and it looked like it was just Almost thrown into the turf by Gregory. That'll make it 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Eric, that was kind of a surprise. I mean, Gregory's got a good reputation. He's got a good completion ratio, and overall, that was a very poor throw. I mean, he had a guy open over the middle there, and he threw that ball straight in the turf, 3 or 4 yards short, really threw it at the feet of the wide receiver there. I'm not sure what happened. That may have slipped out of his hand a little bit.
3:38, 3rd down and 10. This is a big play here for the Graves County offense. As they drop back, Gregory, he's going to air it down the left sideline. It is caught once again on the long pass. It is complete on 3rd down, and right now this secondary struggling on 3rd and long against Graves County.
Yeah, and that was Lincoln Acree. We talked about it pregame. He is a very talented young man, and James Berrigan had good coverage there. He had excellent coverage, but you got to give credit there to Lincoln Acree. He came down with that instead of James Berrigan.
It is going to be a handoff to Roselle. Gets it across the 30 and not much more. He stopped right there, gain of about 2.
So, Eric, I think that's the 5th time, if I'm counting correctly, that Graves County's had a 3rd and long and they picked it up.
You're exactly right. That has been the money down tonight for McCracken, or for Graves County. It's been the nightmare down for McCracken County. And even with the success of Graves County on 3rd down like that, they're only up 14-10, but the Mustangs jump, as it looks like Christian Vieira-Carr jumped off sides. It will be 2nd and 3 now.
Yeah, there, and Eric there, he was listening to the cadence for the fans. Christian's right over the ball, and so the ball didn't move. For Christian, he got caught listening to the quarterback there and not watching the ball.
2nd and 3 now. With 2:53 left in this second quarter, the Eagles up 14-10. Snap. It is going to be a handoff. Big hole across the 20. Cuts it outside at the 15. And that's where he'll be brought down. That was an absolutely massive hole along the line that Kylie Cole exploited.
He did, Eric. They opened that hole up there over and really outside that right tackle there. They were able to just blow that hole wide open on the defensive end of McCracken County and gave him plenty of running room. I think that was Brookshire that ran him down, so it was fortunate to get that open field tackle.
Graves County in position to take a 2-score lead again as Gregory, quarterback keeper, dances his way inside the 10, down to the 5 with 2:20 left here in this second quarter. Graves County stuffing this one down the Mustangs' throats on this drive.
They are, Eric. This looks very similar to what we saw on their first drive in the first quarter. They're just moving it at will right now. And the Mustangs don't have any answer for this running game so far. I can tell you right now that'll be a halftime adjustment that we'll talk about.
2nd and short for the Eagles. As Gregory snap. It is going to be a handoff straight up the middle. 1st down for the Eagles. It'll be 1st down and goal at the 5, and that's exactly what Graves County wanted on that one particular play.
Yeah, Eric, because really with a minute 41, they're 5 yards out. I mean, not that you're going to take your time punching it in the end zone, but for Graves County, if they can ease this ball in the end zone and run this clock out, they're not going to give McCracken County an opportunity to post any more scores before halftime.
I am a bit shocked the Mustangs did not use a timeout here, because Graves County is going to run this one down all the way to 1 minute. I'm actually a bit stunned. Snap. And Gregory's going to keep it. And he will get inside the 5 to the 4. And if you're Graves County, I think you are a bit happy that the Mustangs did not use a timeout there, especially if you're able to score here. I am actually quite a bit shocked here. The Mustangs are not going to try to play for one more possession, especially as easily as the Mustangs are moving the football.
It is a good point, Eric. I mean, if they were to punch it in and Coach Brooks still had, let's say, a minute 10, minute 20 left, easily he could have scored. Looks like Graves County might be taking a timeout.
And so now you are the Mustangs. You're really trying to save it here because you're not going to have time on offense now due to the decisions to really try to score it. So the way the first half ends here is really this sequence.
Yeah, and you know, Eric, you said it right. One of the things that's a little bit surprising there for Coach Brooks, he had all his timeouts.
Right.
So, you know, you got a situation there where you could have used your timeouts, still get a stop. If you get a stop, fine. If you don't, you get the ball back here before half and after half. So,
And as well as you're moving the football, it's worth a shot.
it is. You know, we saw them do it, in the Henderson County game. They had, 57 seconds left there, and they were able to put it in and punch a score in. So I think a little bit of a different sequence call here for Coach Brooks. You hate to go in at halftime and leave any timeouts on the board when you possibly could have used them to your advantage.
And so see if Graves County takes advantage and is able to score here with no to little time left for McCracken County to do anything. It will be 2nd and goal from the 4. Graves breaks the huddle. Jumbo formation. Snap. It's a reverse. And the Mustangs have it defended almost well as Acree able to escape it, and that's going to cause a touchdown. Well, there is a flag right at the end zone. That's going to be a hold on Graves County, which was really moot because that had no outcome really in the outcome of the play. And it's going to be a massive help for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that is. You know, one thing was unfortunate there. I mean, he had him tackled. I think that was Churchwell over there. And when he did, he spun him around just for the fans at home. So he went to the other side of the field, and there were no Mustangs over there whatsoever. He walked that in the end zone, but the holding call here is going to bring it back. So great for the Mustangs.
And so they are going to hold against Graves County. So that will move it back and still be on 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 10 with 36 seconds left here in this 2nd quarter. So Gregory, 3 wideouts to his right, 1 to the left. Gets the snap, pressure coming as he is trying to dance around it, throws into the end zone. It's caught, but this is incomplete. I'm sorry, it's dropped. There's a flag. This is going to move it back even further and be holding on Graves County, I believe. I believe it was holding on the left tackle of Graves County.
Eric, they're certainly walking back, so
That's
they must
right.
know that penalty's on them.
It was a pretty blatant hold as Gregory was rolling out to his left to try to save his quarterback. And now if you're Graves County, what looked very promising.
I think Coach declined that penalty.
And so Graves is still going to go for it. You have 2 towns to get 10 yards versus 3 to get 20. And I guess, I don't know. I'm not sure. So it's 3rd and goal from the 10. As Gregory rolls to his right. He's going to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. And so that'll bring up 4th down. And so the gamble comes down to this.
Yeah, you know, I guess the question is Graves County kick a field goal.
That's
here.
that's what I was about to say is if you push Graves County back, you keep them from going for 3. And I guess the Eagles are going to go for that route now. I was a bit stunned.
I am too, because I think if you would have backed him up to the 20 and stopped him at the 20, then you're looking at a 37-yard field goal.
Right.
I don't know they've got a kicker like a Brock Wilson, so.
As the kick is up, and it is good. And so, just 21 seconds left, and this goes back to what we were talking about. The Eagles with the Mustangs not going for any timeouts here. It really allows you no time now for a chance to try to score right before the half before you get the football back, unless you can pull out some theatrics, which the Mustangs have done this year.
They have. You know, one of the things is you still got an opportunity. You do got 21 seconds. I mean, what the Mustangs would need here, they need a big kickoff return. I mean, a big return here, maybe somewhere up around the 40, maybe 50-yard line where you could get maybe 1 or 2 more plays off, throw some long pass attempts at Cooper or Davon or one of these 2 freshmen. So Right now, one of the things is for Graves County, they did kick one into the end zone the first time they kicked off, and Mustangs didn't have an opportunity to return it. Be interesting here. You got Cooper back there. You got Dunbar back there. You got Matcham back there. So you've got some speedsters back there for the Mustangs. This would be one of the special teams plays, Eric, I talked about, is if you could get a big return right here.
And so, let's see if the Eagles try to pooch kick it down the field to try to eliminate them. As the kick, it is going to be a short end-over-end kick. Dawson Hayden takes it at the 33 and gets drilled. And so that is where the Mustangs will take over. You've got 17 seconds, and again, you've got all 3 timeouts. So for the Mustangs, you might as well try to push the envelope a little bit. They haven't been able to stop you offensively, and just see if you can burn them.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked all year about how talented this wide receiver group is for the Mustangs. A lot of speed on there with Cooper and Davon. You got Dawson Hayden, who's fast, and you got these 2 freshmen. So, really, Coach Brooks doesn't have anything to lose here to take 2, maybe 3 shots down the field.
Again, all 3 timeouts for McCracken County. As O'Neill gets a snap, it is going to be a handoff to Newman as he dances across the 35, across the 40, gets out across the 50, and brought down on the 45-yard line. 9 seconds left. And now it goes back to not using those timeouts earlier, as are they not going to use a timeout here? Clock starts. The Mustangs not using a time. It's going to be O'Neill. He's going to air it down the left sideline, and it is incomplete. And that'll do it for the first half. And I'm not sure.
Eric, I don't have any answers. We'll talk to Coach Brooks on Wednesday. I'm sure he had some thought. But, like I said, you hate to leave timeouts on the scoreboard. You left 3 of them here. You really left yourself an opportunity to score and get this back to a 17-point game. I know Coach Brooks probably had in the back of his mind he's getting the ball back after halftime. He gets to go in and make some adjustments, but you hate to leave timeouts on the board when you had a chance and you had your offense moving.
That's right.
I mean, there wasn't a single series in this first half that McCracken County didn't move the ball, and quite frankly, the only thing that stopped them was turnovers. So, it is. I think, Eric, it'll be interesting for you and I and Ivan to talk to Coach Brooks on Wednesday and just get a better idea of what his thinking was there. I'm sure he had something in mind, but I certainly can't see it from this vantage point.
And so that is the halftime score. Right now, Graves County leads McCracken County 17-10. When we come back, Ivan Stevens will have the first half scoring, first half stats, all when we return. 99.5 The Fan.
It's fall, y'all, which means bonfires. Ooh, stinky bonfire clothes. Football. And your kid's dirty football pants. He was literally rolling in the mud. Or your one true love, the pumpkin spice latte that you spilled on your new clothes. Get all that nice and clean with a brand new Speed Queen washer and dryer from Purchase Appliances. Speed Queen machines are made in America, and Purchase Appliances services what they sell. Great quality, durable, long-lasting washers and dryers. Check out Speed Queen at Purchase Appliances in Paducah and Dameron's Appliance in the Center.
Stuff in the Jeep in the console. Then throw the Lambo in launch mode. Release the things that'll keep me back. Cut off my now I'm free LA.
Good evening and welcome to the 2024 McCracken County High School Football Homecoming. Tonight, senior king and queen candidates were selected from over 400 students in the class of 2025. Before we introduce the homecoming court, we would like to thank our community partners in tonight's ceremony. We'd like to thank Roanoke Trophy House, Mr. and Mrs. Brian Jarvis with Anchor Monograms, and the Rose Garden for partnering with us in this evening's coronation. And a special thank you to our Mustangs media team for filming the event. And now for our 2024 football homecoming court. Our first representative from the freshman class is Shelby Kristoff. Shelby is the daughter of Sally Teague and Bobby Kristoff. Her escort tonight is Ethan Atkinson. Ethan is the son of Matt and Natalie Atkinson. Our next ninth grade representative is Kaylee Edson. Kaylee is the daughter of Lindsay and Eric Edson. Her escort this evening is Jude Lanier. Jude is the son of Christy Soto and Jason Lanier. And our last freshman class representative this evening is Regine Ring. Regine is the daughter of Laurie and Thomas Ring. Regine is escorted by Hunter Matthews. Hunter is the son of Charlie Prince. Representing the sophomore class is Molly Cantor. Molly is the daughter of Bridget Cantor and the late Brad Cantor. Molly's escort this evening is Carson Chestnut. Carson is the son of Philip and Amy Chestnut. Our next 10th grade representative for MCHS is Nyla Holder. Nyla is the daughter of Gary and Holly Holder. Nyla's escort tonight is Zane Pote. Zane is the son of Kyle and Tammy Pote. The last sophomore class representative is Hope Orange. Hope is the daughter of Tim and Natalie Orange. Her escort tonight is Uriah Williams. Uriah is the son of Talicia and Brian Williams. Representing the junior class is Abby Allred, who is unable to be here tonight. Abby is the daughter of Summer Powers and Kevin Allred. Our next junior representative is Olivia Hill. Olivia is the daughter of Kathy Hill and Lloyd Clint Hill. Olivia's escorts tonight are Jack Adrian and Kesh Patel. Jack is the son of Josh and Leanne Adrian. Kesh is the son of Sangeeta Patel. Underclassmen representatives for this evening. Junior Clara Pierce. Clara is the daughter of Heather Pierce and Neil Pierce. Clara's escort tonight is Ben Trevino. Ben is the son of Pillar and Rachel Trevino. And now let's meet our senior class homecoming candidates. Representing the class of 2024 are Ashlyn Blackwell and Preston Harper. Ashlyn Blackwell is the daughter of Holly and Micah Blackwell. She has been a varsity soccer player for all 4 years and has earned 3 All-State Academic Awards. Ashlyn also earned a second-team Region 1 award. Ashlyn is an NAHS member and a member of Bethel Christian Church. Preston Harper is the son of Jill Harper Hobbs and Justin Harper. Preston is a GSP graduate, a member of HOSA, FCA, and in the inaugural class of the Platinum Project. Preston is a member of the Wind Ensemble, the tenor section leader of the varsity choir, and a 2-time All-State choir participant. Preston was a JV soccer team captain and played varsity soccer his junior year. Preston is also a Paducah Bank team ambassador. Preston is a pet club leader and on track to become a valedictorian. Our next senior class candidates are Ella Choop and Mason Clark. Ella is the daughter of Jason and Amber Choop. Ella is the president of McCracken County Choirs and the alto section leader in varsity singers. She is a 2024 KMEA All-State singer and a member of the main attraction acapella group. Ella is the captain of the chess team and was the 2023 Quad A All-Region Chess Player of the Year. An academic team member, Beta Club member, and a member of the Student Government Association. Ella is a media club member and a regular anchor on Mustang TV News. Ella is an alumnus of the Youth League, Class 13, and Governor Scholars Program and Rotary Student of the Month. Last but not least, Ella is the president of the National Honor Society. Mason Clark is the son of Amy and Jason Clark. Mason is the vice president of MCHS Choir and a co-coach of MCHS Acapellas. Mason and bass section leader. He has participated in both First District Honors Choir and All-State Choir. He played 2 years of JV soccer and is the varsity soccer team manager. Mason is also a member of the MCHS bowling team. Next we have Madeline Edwards and Chris Shaw. Madeline Edwards is the daughter of Aaron and Julie Edwards. Madeline has been a member of the co-ed cheer team for 4 years. She has a national title and 2 state titles. With her 4.0 GPA, Madeline has also been awarded Academic All-State for 4 years. Madeline is also a member of FCA Leadership Team, the Beta Club, and National Honor Society. Madeline is also a member of Broadway Church of Christ. Chris Shaw is the son of Annie Brown. Chris is a member of HOSA, FCCLA, FCA, and he is also a member of the Student Equity Club. Chris is also in the inaugural class of the Platinum Project. He is a member of First Baptist Church of Paducah, and for senior year, he has perfect attendance. Our next 2 candidates are Addie Fox and Jamari Crumble. Addie Fox is the daughter of Alyssa and Rick Barton and Sean Fox. Addie is a member of Beta Club and NHS. She is also a member of the McCracken County Band. Addie has been in wind ensemble for 3 years and is first chair flute. Addie is a marching band section leader and flute soloist in this year's show. Addie is also a member of the jazz band. Addie has also earned a Quad State Honor Band and All-District Honors Band. Jamari Crumble is the son of Sharita Willis. Jamari is an anchor for Mustang Media TV and has taken the videos and fundamentals class. Jamari is also in Drama 3. Amari has represented his class on the homecoming court for 3 years. Our final candidates this evening are Waverly Watson and Cameron Watson. Waverly Watson is the daughter of Tiffany Watson and the late Chris Watson. Waverly is a 5-year member and co-captain of the MCHS dance team. Waverly is a 12-year member and 3-year assistant teacher at Mainstage School of Performing Arts. She has been awarded National Dance Alliance All-American Team in 2022, 2023, and 2024. In 2024, Waverly has a top All-American dancer. She has also been an MCHS Theater Department Assistant Choreographer since freshman year. Waverly is the Public Relations Officer of Student Government, a member of National Honor Society, Beta Club, FCA, and Rotary Club Student of the Month. A member of the Paducah Chamber of Commerce Youth League Class number 13, a Paducah Bank Team Ambassador, and a member of the Wealth Management Platinum Project. Waverly is also the recipient of the National Daughter of the American Revolution Youth Citizenship Award. Cameron Watson is the son of Eric and Brett Watson. Cameron is a member of FCA and part of FCA leadership team. Cameron is in honors classes where he has made A's and B's and is a leader of the Stand Gang Pep Club. Cameron is a member of Gospel Mission Worship Center. Our former king and queen, Tanner and Tony and Luke McLeod, are unable to be with us tonight. In their place, Student Government President Abby Dover and Vice President Jack Nelson will crown the king and queen. And now, for the crowning of the homecoming king and queen of McCracken County High School, as voted on by the entire student body of MCHS, our 2024 football homecoming king and queen are Madeline Edwards and Chris Shaw. Congratulations. We thank you for joining us tonight for this very special ceremony. Once again, congratulations to Madeline Edwards and Chris Shaw, your homecoming king and queen for 2024.
Having a better season here this year under Coach Brooks, but you talk about, as Jared has all his talent in the underclassmen, of just what McCracken County could look like next year and the year after, and really for 4 or 5 years in a row, and that really gets the program headed in the right direction.
No doubt. It is wonderful to talk about and reminisce about the past as well as the future. And the present right now, considering how the Mustangs started, not all that bad. They're trailing 17-10 as we jump into the Estes Chiropractic Center second half adjustments. What are you looking for McCracken County as they make some adjustments here in this second half, starting first with the defensive back play?
Yeah, Eric, we've talked about it all season. The defensive backs, it's been a troublesome area from McCracken County. Coach Brooks has done a good job. He's shifted a lot of players in and out of those positions, and I think really the resolve of that looks like he's had his speed guys on the field. He's got Dawson Hayden, he's got Davon Dunbar, he's got James Berrigan, he's got Cooper Falconite. He's really got some high-speed players, and when you're going to try to keep a wide receiver in front of you, the best thing to do is have a guy that you know is fast enough to keep up with him. We saw Dawson Hayden do a good job on that tonight. We also saw, James Berrigan. It was a great catch by Lincoln Acree, but James Berrigan had the coverage that you expect out of these defensive backs. So I think one of the things is, Eric, that can be a difference in this game. 5 times McCracken County had this team in 3rd and long. All 5 times they were able to convert on long passes down the field. You can't allow that in the second half. You can't allow that in the playoffs. So really, it's the play of the defensive backs in this second half that can be the difference in this game.
Also for the Mustangs, looking to stop the run.
Yeah, and I think one of the things is they already improved on that. You know, early on, Roselle was really having his way with the Mustangs, and I think the Mustangs made the right adjustments through the latter half of that first quarter, going into the second quarter, and really were able to slow the running game down from Graves County. I think they've got to continue to do that in the second half. Not let them pick up 6, 8, 10, 12 yards on a run and get a first down easily. You need to keep them in that second and third and long situation. Force them to pass. You are forcing the burden back onto the secondary. But overall, just like Ivan's pointing out, Roselle had just 7 carries, but nearly 50 yards in those 7 carries. So, you know, overall he was getting about 7 yards per carry, and that's not what you need out of that front 7. So I think, Eric, defensively, at times they played really well. They weren't able to stop Graves County on the third and longs. They've got to do that in the second half.
And last but not least, continuing the balance on offense.
Yeah, I think the balance was great. First of all, Landon Newman, I mean, right now, if I'm Coach Brooks, I'm giving Landon Newman the ball on first and second down. He might pick up the first down by himself. If not, it's going to be third and short. And then you can make a decision from there to give him the ball again or start throwing the ball downfield. And I think Coach Brooks did a good job mixing that up. There were a few times he did throw the ball early in the series on first down, but overall, I think he did a good job mixing that up. I got to give him credit. That was a gutsy call on 4th and 2 inches, and you decide to send a guy on a post route of 50 yards down the field to pick up the first down. But I think overall, Eric, the balanced offense, they were very successful other than those 2 turnovers. They need to continue that same offensive effort in this first series, get this game tied up, and then play it even up from there.
As that is your Estes Chiropractic Center second half adjustments. When you need that back adjustment, go see the Back Brothers, Kevin and Kelly Estes of Estes Chiropractic Center, Central Avenue in Paducah. And the good news for the Mustangs, you get the football to start this second half. You're able to move the football this entire first half against the Eagle defense. You can continue that here in the second half. This one's a good one.
Yeah, Eric, I mean, if you can go out on the field here after halftime and punch it in and make it a 17-17 game, you're maybe midway through the third quarter and just 0-0 football game. It's even up. And so what the Mustangs need to do is get some stops, continue to play good offense, and they can get a lead in this game in this second half with an opportunity to take this victory home from Graves County. And look at the positive. You could end the season 6-4, and you're going into playoffs with a win against a good team. And this is a good football team in Graves County. I think one of the things is, Eric, that we do need to note that may have an impact on the second half is you had noted that Reagan Mathis went out. He's their second leading tackler. He is their second leading tackler, and he appears to be out for the game. You know, that's an opportunity for the Mustangs. You hate it for the young man to get hurt. Like you mentioned, he had a knee brace on, so it could be very unfortunate for individually him as a player and for Graves County as a team. So you hate to see it. You hope and pray the young man is fine and he can recover and continue to play on playoffs. But for the Mustangs, it's an opportunity that they've got their number 2 tackler off the field.
So the Mustangs will start with the football to start this second half, trailing 17-10 as we sit here in the Baird broadcast booth, McCracken County High School. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, I'm Eric Chumbler. Thank you for joining us tonight as Graves County will start and kick off right to left on your radio dial to start this second half. And so both teams are ready. I think the officials, they can start it early if they choose to, can't they? I don't know. They may be rigid in saying we got to use the final minute 20 of this clock, but both these teams are out there. But we may have to wait for the next minute 10. You know any good? Oh, we should have a spelling bee.
No, Mindy said no spelling bees whatsoever.
She doesn't run the broadcast.
No, but she sent me a message. I'll show it to you.
I know she sent it. I believe you.
I'll just show you.
I believe you.
You'll get a kick out of it. She sent me this thing. Let me see. Right, look right here. 440. Look.
I know that, but after what you've put me through the last few weeks, I'm putting you through a spelling bee.
I can't do any spelling. I'd have to do some cheating there on. Game start.
That's right. You're lucky because the officials bail you out on this one, but this half's not over. It is the Eagles that kick off to the Mustangs, as it will be Graves County to kick, and it will be Lorenzo Arellano to do so. It's an in-over and kick, bounces and recovered by the Mustangs at the 2. Falconite to the 10, 15, dances his way towards the 18, where he will be brought down by a flock of Eagles, and about 8 of them to be exact. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a long field. I was really hoping that the Mustangs would get a little better return out of that. And unfortunately for Cooper, he picked that up off the bounce, didn't get a good start on it, and the Mustangs are starting off at the 18-yard line. So a long field here for the Mustangs, but
still better than the last drive.
Yeah, when they were starting at the 1-yard line.
That's right.
So that's right. I mean, at least they got plenty of cushion here compared to last time. So they just need to continue the same execution.
Mustangs trail 17-10. 3 wideouts to the left for McCracken, or to the right, excuse me. As O'Neal gets the snap, hands it off to Newman, and he is spun around at the 20 to the 21. Depending on the spot, maybe the 20.
I think there's a flag on the field, Eric. I thought I saw a flag.
Well, I hope you're wrong, because it looks like the Mustangs are not happy about it, and it is a hold against McCracken County.
And I can tell you what number player that is, Eric.
I can
he
too.
Gave the old frustration signal there. Unfortunate for Mason Gill. He's still talking about it, and that's coming back.
And so the Mustangs, it will be, I believe, half the distance to the goal, which would essentially be 10 yards. Just shy of it. It will be 1st and 18 and a half. 19 if you want to call it. For the Mustangs on their own 10. O'Neal gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to Newman. Gets across the 15 out to the 19. Nice job getting back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Eric, that's a good start. That's a continuation for Landon Newman. I mean, honestly, Ivan's going to give him a 10-yard pickup on that. So he's picked up 10 yards on this first down. If you wouldn't have had that offensive holding there, that would have been a first down right off the start in this second half. So that's what you want to see out of the Mustangs, continuation of the first half.
2nd and 9, let's call it. O'Neal drops back, and pressure coming. He better get rid of it. He's still looking to. He's going to air it down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted.
Yeah.
Or it is dropped, thankfully. As there was only one Eagle in the coverage, and thankfully he dropped it. That is big. It's 3rd and 9. The Mustangs get to see another down.
Yeah, Eric, and you know, one of the things, we gave Maddox a lot of credit. He made a lot of good decisions in that first half. You know, scrambling, getting out of being sacked, throwing the ball away when he should have thrown the ball away. Unfortunately, that was one of those situations where Maddox should have just thrown that ball away and lived for another down. That was a sure pick-off there by Graves County. Fortunate for McCracken County, he dropped it.
3rd down and 9 for the Mustangs as O'Neal drops back. Pressure coming. He rolls to the right. He escapes pressure. He throws over the middle. It is caught. That is around the 31st down for the Mustangs, about the 32-yard line. Nice job by O'Neal to buy time. He finds Dunbar for the first down.
Yeah, and he did a good job. Even though he was scrambling out there, it looked like number 23 had him, number 28 had him dead to rights there for a sack. He was able to get around him, and he kept looking downfield. That's the thing. If I was to say something Maddox is improved on, he continues to keep his eyes downfield, and he found Dunbar open there.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs, as it is going to be Newman. Dances off tackle, and not much there. In fact, lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs on their own 31.
Yeah, Eric, and I think that's the first negative play all night long for Landon Newman, and he's still pumped up about it. He seems to be one guy that's got a lot of energy in this game, and that's the first time Graves County's been able to attack him. They didn't count it as a loss. He did get it back to the line of scrimmage. So for Newman, he's still not had any negative plays, though. That's the shortest run he's had so far tonight.
2nd and 10. Seeing an early adjustment here for the Eagles. We'll talk about that in just a moment. As O'Neal gets a snap, pressure coming. Great job picking up the blitz. Throw over the middle. It's caught across the 40, inside the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown Mustangs. The freshman Matcham does it again for 6.
Yeah, Eric, and we've got to give Maddox credit there. You know, we got on him a little bit about almost throwing an interception, but, man, that was a great pass across the middle of the field. Matcham was coming across there right at the 50, center of the field, really a crossing route there, and Maddox did a nice job. I mean, that was just a line drive type of pass. that he hit him right on the numbers. Matcham didn't lose one step, man. He was able to keep his stride and carry that for 50 yards. Once he gets an open field, he's another one of these speedsters on this team. You're not going to catch him, and Graves County was unable to.
And I'm going to put the video up as the extra point is good. You have got to see the block from Landon Newman. Landon Newman picked up the blitz and saved a sack. And not only that, he brought in an extra second for the touchdown pass to be created. Landon Newman with an outstanding block. You're going to see it on when I put it up on Twitter and Facebook, but that saved a drive-ending sack potentially.
Yeah, Eric, and one of the things we've not talked about tonight, we talked about it in pregame, that this game really is a gauge that Coach Brooks and his staff can use of how this team has improved over the second half of the season. He's got to feel good about it. I mean, Graves County comes in here 7-2 this season. They beat Mayfield in the opening game of the year, and here the Mustangs are at one time, Eric, down 14 points in the first half of the first quarter. And here we are in the first half of the third quarter, and they've tied it up 17-17. It's another character statement for this team of how well this team's matured, and they want to win football games, and I just think it's a big plus overall for the team.
So the Mustangs have tied it up. As it is an end-over-end kick, it's going to be taken by Graves at the 24 and returned out to the 25. And not much more. Great special teams play by the Mustangs. First down for Graves County.
That was Carter Ivets. We've not called Carter's name much tonight. He's playing here tonight on special teams and not on defense. But, man, that was a nice open field tackle. 0 yards on that return. Give Carter Ivets the credit, man. He's coming off high-fiving his teammates, and deservingly so. That was a great tackle on this kickoff.
And so first down and 10 for the Eagles. On their own 25, 17-17 as the Mustangs pull off the blitz. And Graves sees that, changes the play call. And gets a snap. Gregory throws over the middle, incomplete. He had a receiver in stride, but threw it at his feet. It's incomplete.
That's about the third or fourth errant pass that we've seen Caden Gregory throw. And that was another one, Eric. I could go back to the one earlier there in the second quarter that he's got a receiver open, and he just threw a really poor pass. And there again, it was 2 or 3 yards short, really at the feet of the receiver. And so you wonder what's going on, Caden Gregory. He's got a good reputation, but tonight he's had some errant passes.
As Brian Phelps gives you a shot out, I'll give you one in just a moment. As a pump fake roll to the right, is Gregory trying to run for it. Not much room. He's going to gain about 3, and that'll make it third and about 7. So this is going to be a big third down.
Yeah, Eric, here's an opportunity for the Mustangs to finally get a stop. So, in that first half, Graves County was 5 for 5 in these type situations. The Mustangs need to get a stop here.
So it will be 3rd and 7 now. As Gregory rolls to his left, looking to air it out, going downfield, it's incomplete, and the Eagles will have to punt. Great job by the Mustang D.
Eric, that's a great start in the second half. The offense looked good coming out of the break. Now the defenses look good coming out of the break. So for Coach Tyler Brooks and his staff, it appears so far in the beginning of this third quarter that they've made the right adjustments.
And so the Eagles will punt, and a chance for the Mustangs to get the football. And so back deep for Graves County is Chase Stonecipher, I think. It is a good snap. The punt is a short sidewinding kick, and the Mustangs are going to have wonderful field position. It will be McCracken County taking over, first down and 10. Where do they spot it? And they're still moving to spot it. It is the 30, now moving back, now moving forward, now left, now right, now back. We're going to the 38. Why not?
So that was about a 12-yard punt.
It was.
About a 12-yard punt. So great field position for the Mustangs.
First down. That was fun watching them spot that football at the 38. Chance for the Mustangs to get their first lead of the night. Maddox O'Neal gets a snap, hands off to Newman. He dances his way out to about the 35, gains 3, 2nd and 7.
It's a good start to this drive right there. I mean, one of the things is, Eric, that you got to keep in mind is right now for the Mustangs, not only they got an opportunity to punch it in and get a touchdown and get the lead, you move the ball another 7, 8, maybe 10 yards, you're inside Brock Wilson's field goal range. So, you know, not only do you have a chance to score a touchdown, if you can't get that first down picked up, you can get in Brock Wilson's range if you can just pick up this first down of this series.
2nd and 7 as O'Neal, he's going to keep it himself. He gets across the 35, not much there as he will get one, making it 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, Eric, and if I'm calculating right, that 48-yard field goal, he needs the 31. So right now the ball's at the 34. So for the Mustangs here, if they could pick up 3 yards, you'd have an opportunity to put Brock Wilson on the field and take a lead in this game.
I still think they're probably going for it here, but I could be wrong. As, the Mustangs are going to have to burn a timeout early in this 3rd quarter in a game like this. Those kind of things, as a head coach for Coach Brooks, haunt you.
Yeah, Eric, you know, one of the things is I would have never guessed in tonight's game is timeouts would be critical. You know, he talked a little bit about leaving 3 timeouts on the board there at the end of the first half. Here you are just 5 minutes and 25 seconds into the 3rd quarter. In a tie ball game, you burned a timeout. So you get to that 4th quarter and maybe you're down and you need to stop the other team and you want to use some timeouts to preserve the clock. You've already burned one here. So a little bit of a tough situation. I do think this is a critical down for this team. Like you said, if you could pick up the first down and keep this drive going, that's big. If you can just get the ball to the 30-yard line, I think you got an opportunity to put Brock Wilson on the field.
3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs on the Graves County 34. As the official's going to discuss, I'm not certain what this discussion could be over. Out of the timeout, and nothing comes of it. So it will continue. 3rd down and 6 for McCracken County. 7:35 left in this 3rd quarter. 17-17 game. O'Neal gets a snap, drops back, pressure coming. He is going to be sacked. And that is the last thing you want to see out of a timeout. And not only that, Maddox O'Neal is slow to get up. And he is going, I was going to say he was getting up, but I don't think now he is. And he seems woozy. Yeah, he is hurting as he takes his helmet off. That's not good news for the Mustangs as he looks like he's coming out for a little bit. He is woozy. Well, that's just a bad series of events. You have to burn a timeout for McCracken County, and in the ensuing play, it ends up being an 11-yard sack where you potentially lose your quarterback.
You do, and it knocked you out of field goal range. So
Right.
what I talked about earlier, having an opportunity to put a field goal on the board and take a lead, that got erased, and now you're in a situation where you're punting, and like you said, we don't know what the situation is with Maddox going into the next series.
And so the Mustangs warming up a backup quarterback is a timeout for Graves County now on 4th down and 6. Or 4th down, and long. That is extremely infuriating if you are Coach Gregory on the far sideline. DiBernardi on the far sideline.
And he does look frustrated, Eric. He has been in the ear of this punt receiving team here. He is certainly upset with something. I didn't see anything unusual. Maybe they didn't have 11 players on the field, but, man, he is having a chat with his guys on the far sideline.
Yes, he is. And so both these coaches really having to use a timeout in the first 5 minutes of this third quarter. And neither feels good about it, I guarantee you.
Yeah, for certainly over there on the Graves County side. And for Coach Brooks, I mean, I could see why he used it. He wanted to try to keep that drive alive, and he had a third down there and manageable, and he wanted to try to pick it up. But, you know, unfortunate. Both these coaches now are down to 2 timeouts. We'll see if that becomes critical later in this game.
So it will be McCracken to punt, 17-17 game. As Wilson, a nice end-over-end punt. Bounces inside the 15 and dies around the 13. And that's where Graves County will take over, first down and 10. So 17-17. And now the Mustang defense back out there to try to get another stop. And after what was a really rocky start for the Mustang defense, giving up 14 in the first few minutes, giving up only 3 since.
Eric, that's a good point. I mean, you're looking at 2 full quarters now, and they've only given up 3 points. I mean, they've made some good adjustments on defense.
So the Eagles have it, first down and 10. As a handoff to Roselle. Big hole across the 15, up into, though, right around the 18. So he gets 5 yards. That'll make it second and about 5.
That was another nice tackle by Reed Brookshire. He had a nice tackle back there on that one drive that helped stop Graves County from getting a touchdown. That was another good open field tackle by Reed Brookshire.
Second and 5. 6:35 in this third quarter, tied at 17. It is another handoff to Roselle. Fumbles it, but the Eagles fall on it, and it's going to be good enough for a first down for Graves County.
You realize, Eric, it's 3 fumbles tonight. All 3 of them been recovered by the team that fumbled.
That's right. Both these teams living well on that. But a little bit of loose fingers, I guess you could say. But it has not hurt either side just yet. First down and 10 for the Eagles on their own 31. 6:11 in this third quarter. It is going to be a handoff on the right-hand side across the 25. Big hole 30, and he's taking this one inside the 50, inside the 40, inside the 30. He'll go out of bounds, and it will be a nice long gain on first down that will go, but it's coming all the way back as there's a hold on Graves County.
Oh, man, Eric, that's going to be a fortunate break there for the Mustangs, because that was a 35-yard pickup, I think, if I calculate that real quick. That was a 35-yard run, so that is a great break for the Mustangs at this point in the time in the game.
And so this comes all the way back and negates a large gain on first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, and Eric, one of the things just for the fans at home, Caden Gregory, he's frustrated. This offense is frustrated that they lost this big gain, and it brings it back. And so, you know, one of the things is for McCracken County, this is an opportunity to take advantage of Graves County. They're a little internally frustrated over there on offense. This might be a chance to see them make a mistake.
First down and 9 now after the penalty. And so Graves County on their own 27. Snap. Gregory drops back. He's looking. He's going to air it down the left side. Has a wide open receiver. He's got it inside the 40, and he'll have it inside the 30. And again, another breakdown in coverage by the Mustangs secondary. It was just a matter of Acree was going to catch it, and he did.
Yeah, and Eric, that was a fingertip catch. We've got to give him credit. That ball was a little long, and we've talked about Lincoln Acree. He's a talented athlete
Phenomenal.
for Graves County, and for the fans at home, he caught that on the tip of the football, really on the far end of it. He was able to bring that in, just a fingertip catch, and another big gain for Graves County.
As a handoff to the back, not much there at all. A great job by the Mustang front as they were able to box up Khalid Cole. But again, that play by Acree, nothing short of brilliant by that young man.
Yeah, that's really the 6th big play they've had tonight, if I'm counting correctly. The 5 that they picked up third down and long in the first half, and this one here was a first down, but still another long play. And One thing is for the Mustang area, that was a nice tackle for loss. Looked like Graves County's offensive line wasn't on the same cadence as the quarterback.
2nd and 12 as a quick throw out to the flat. It is caught at the 30, but a punishing hit by Reed Brookshire. And that was Gregory not giving his receiver really any sort of gift there. He led Bodie Vukasovic into a punishing hit.
He did. You know, for a receiver, you hate that situation where your quarterback kind of just leads you into the defense. You know you're going to get hit hard. And Reed Brookshire came up with, I think, also Dawson Hayden was in on that. So kind of double teamed him there. That was no opportunity at all. So, Eric, here's the same situation they face now for the 6th time. You got a 3rd and long, 3rd and 11, and they've got about 30 yards to work with. So this is, I can see Graves County taking a shot downfield again.
3rd and 11, and instead it's a quarterback keeper. Everyone bid on it, and it's going to be inside the 20, and a first down for McCracken County. The Mustangs bit on the play action, and credit the Eagles. That was just a really well-designed play that was able to take down the Mustangs.
Yeah, Eric, and you know when we covered the pregame stats, Caden Gregory, he's the number 3 rusher on this team, and he's leading this team in rushing touchdowns. So, you know, that play right there, I'm sure Graves County's used that throughout the season. McCracken County should have been a little better prepared for that.
No doubt. First down and 10 as it is going to be Gregory again. This time the Mustangs do cover it. It's going to be a loss of about 1. It'll be 2nd and 11. I want to give a shout out to good friend Tony Austin listening in tonight. Good to hear from you, TA, on the C-Plant Federal Credit Union text hotline. 3:40 left in this 3rd quarter. Great game so far, tied at 17. Alongside Jimmy Garrett, I'm Eric Chumbler. Thanks for joining us tonight. 2nd and 11 for the Eagles with 3:25 here in this 3rd quarter. As Gregory, with Cole behind him, sends a man in motion. That is Vukasovic. Snap, dropping back. Rolling to his right now is Gregory. He throws towards his right, caught inside the 10, down to the 4. And again, a nice job by Gregory to pick on this secondary. 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Yeah, Eric, he bought himself some time there. The pocket collapsed, and he was able to swing out there to the far side of the field. He really had a lot of open territory to run, but he was patient. There wasn't any Mustangs putting any pressure on him, and he was able to find a wide receiver open down there. So for Graves County, they've made a good drive here in the 3rd quarter with an opportunity to get back in the lead.
1st and goal for the Mustangs, or for the Eagles, I'm sorry, on the Mustang 4. 2:44 left in this 3rd quarter, 17 all. Jumbo formation. Snap, Gregory. He has a easy avenue. He was not touched. Touchdown, Graves County. And that was a drive that the Eagles looked like back in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, Eric, they made that look easy there. You know, this defense has got a couple stops, made them punt this last time or the first time they had the ball here in the 3rd quarter. But this 2nd possession for Graves County here in the 3rd quarter, they marched down the field. I think that was about 82 yards overall on that drive. So easy drive there for Graves County. This defense has got to settle down if McCracken County is going to have an opportunity to win.
As the extra point is up, and it is good. With 2:31 left in this 3rd quarter, the Eagles jump back on top. It's 24-17. And credit to the Eagles. They were able to push back the Mustang offense on that last drive, and then were able to push back the Mustang defense on the ensuing possession. And right now, McCracken County needing a little bit of a momentum-stopping drive here.
Yeah, they do. They need to get on the field here and score. I think one of the big questions is, Eric, is, you know, who's going to be quarterback? And is Maddox O'Neill going back in? Ivan's indicating he is, that he's good to go.
I'm shocked.
So that's a good thing for McCracken County. He's had a good game, and they need him out on the field if they're going to get back tied in this game on this effort right here. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Brooks doesn't use Landon Newman a little bit here to continue to rest Maddox in this 1st series. After he came out of the game a little shook up.
Yeah, when he took off his helmet, I did not think he was going to be coming back in at least quickly. But that is good to see. And so the Eagles, an end-over-end kick. Falconite will take it at the 9. Bring it out towards the 15, towards the 20, and brings it out towards the right side. It'll be brought down around the 30. And that's where the Mustangs will take over. 1st down and 10.
So good field position here. I mean, Cooper did a good job. He returned at about 20 yards to the 30-yard line. So for the Mustangs, it's not a bad field position to start in after this kickoff. You still got 2:24 left here in the third quarter. You got Maddox back on the field, which is a good thing. So the Mustangs just need to continue to move the ball like they have throughout this game and punch it back in and get back even score for the fourth quarter.
So it will be 1st and 10 for McCracken County. 2:24 in this third. Mustangs down by 7. Snap. It is Newman, and he is hitting the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a large loss. A nice job by the Graves County Blitz. They dialed it up perfectly.
Yeah, Eric, they did. Number 20 there. He came around this far left end in, and he anticipated the snap. I mean, really, he was in the backfield before Landon Newman even got the handoff, and so he got on Landon before he ever got started and ended up losing 4 yards. So I think that is the first negative play so far tonight for Landon Newman, and Ivan confirmed that. So it looks like one of the things is Eric, Graves County did that when they sacked Maddox the last play, so it looks like they're going to dial up some pressure against this Mustang offense.
2nd and 14 as O'Neal drops back. He steps into the pocket, and he is going to be sacked. And the Eagles are now teeing off on the Mustang offensive line, and that's going to be a flag after, well, I'll mention that in just a moment. As after the play, we'll wait until they officially call it. It is going to be a unsportsmanlike penalty against the Mustangs. The Mustang quarterback, after getting sacked, spiked the football, and they will throw a flag for that every time. And not only did you get sacked, you lose extra yards now on the penalty. And that's just one of those for McCracken County that's you let frustration get the best of you. Bad news for the Eagles is they haven't, it looks like a player down, but he is able to get up and walk off on his own power. And bad sequence here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Eric, it's 3rd and 31.
Mercy. So some frustration and composure for the Mustangs haunting this drive right now. And now the Mustangs need some help on 3rd and 31. And so O'Neal standing on his own 5. Gets a snap. Screen play to the left side, and he underthrew his receiver, and that's going to be caught for a loss. What a rough drive here for the Mustangs. It started on 1st and 10, and it ends at 4th and 35.
Yeah, Eric, you started out there after the kickoff up on your own 30-yard line, and you're going to be punting from your own end zone. So, right now Brock Wilson's going to be backed up probably 3 yards into the end zone to punt this ball. So, this is a dangerous play. I mean, this is an opportunity here for Graves County to think they can get a block and pick up a touchdown. So, more than likely, I'm going to bet Graves County's going to bring everything they have to try to block this punt.
So, the Mustangs to punt with 35 seconds left in the third, down by 7. As
it's, I think the play clock ran out.
You're exactly right. And so it goes from 1st and 10 to now 4th and 38. No, 4th and
36.
36, you're right. The Mustang offense, the last 2 series, I think a good way to describe it is discombobulation.
Yeah, I was almost going to use the word self-destructed.
Also a good adjective to use. The officials are really slowing things down here, and now they have what they want. And now Brock Wilson is nearly punting from the back of his own end zone. So Graves County is set up to try and block it. They bring the house, but it is a short end-over-end kick. It bounces at the 30, goes across the 35 to the 36, and that's where Graves County will take over. And so first down for the Eagles, and they can really kind of put some space between them and the Mustangs here in this second half on this drive.
Yeah, Eric, I mean, you're looking at a really short field, 35-yard line. You just got a few seconds left here in the third quarter, so they're going in the fourth quarter, possibly with starting out the fourth quarter with a 2-score lead, and McCracken County struggling offensively. So this is an advantage to Graves County right here.
So it will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles as Gregory. He's going to throw over the middle of the field. Wide open is Acree, but he dropped it, and credit to Dunbar. He at least lunged forward to get in the line of vision of Acree and probably aided in that drop, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Eric, I almost think Davon might have got a fingertip on that. It looked like he deflected that ball a little bit. That was similar to the interception he got where he cut in front of the wide receiver to pick it off, and he was trying to do the same thing there, and I think Davon got a finger on that and caused Lincoln Acree just not to be able to catch that.
2nd and 10. Want to give a shout out to my parents listening. Good to hear from you all as Kylie Cole across the 35 carries the Mustangs several yards up to the 30. And that was just Kylie Cole keeping his feet churning. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter. A rough final few minutes of the third quarter for the Mustangs, but the good news if you're McCracken County is you still have a quarter left.
Yeah, Eric, it's unfortunate. The Mustangs started out that quarter great and tied that game up 17-17 on that first drive, but since that first drive, both offensively and defensively, and they did force Graves County to punt one time on that first series, but besides those two events, this third quarter was really won by Graves County really from about the 8-minute mark on, and so for the Mustang defense, they're going to have to dig in. And, you know, I think a little bit concerning here, if you got third and about 5 yards here to pick up a first down, you're at the 30-yard line. For Graves County, this is an opportunity to take a shot to the end zone with thinking, hey, this is 4-down territory. So, you know, I won't be surprised coming out of the start of this fourth quarter if Graves County on this third down here, Eric, takes a shot downfield to try to score. And then if they don't pick it up, they're going to go for it on fourth down. So, you know, for the Mustang defense, if they're going to get a stop, they're going to have to do it on third and fourth down to get the ball back for their offense.
So some big moments coming up for the Mustang defense as trying to pick up the offense a little bit, who has sputtered the last 7 or 8 minutes of game time. And so McCracken County started the fourth quarter back on defense on their own 30. Graves County 3rd and 5. It's going to be Kylie Cole. He's hit at the line, but able to escape that and just keep the feet moving for a gain of about 2, maybe 3. It'll make it 4th and short for the Eagles. Big play coming up.
Yeah, Eric, I was a little surprised at that call. I really thought they'd try to throw that downfield and not try to run it, but it looks like they've got it within a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Maybe a full 2 yards. It's on the 33. Got to get inside the 31. So 4th down and 2. Play clock down to 12. Eagles break the huddle. Play clock down to 5. Gregory gets a snap. He's going to keep it, and he will get the first down across the 25 to the 24.
Yeah, Eric, Mustangs looked like they had an opportunity maybe to get a stop there with Caden Gregory keeping it, but he took it outside there. He made a couple nice moves to cause some Mustangs to miss tackle opportunities there and able to pick up that first down. So the Mustangs have got to dig in here.
First down and 10 for the Eagles on the Mustang 24. 10:55 left, leading McCracken County 24-17. Gregory using every bit of the play clock. And now gets a snap. He's going to throw towards the back corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. He had his receiver as he was looking for Ty Cabot, but Cabot couldn't quite come up with it. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he threw that a little bit deep. Threw it actually out of bounds there right about the goal line. I don't think Ty would have had too good an opportunity to bring that in. And he did have some pretty good coverage. I got to give Davon Dunbar credit, Eric. He's done a good job this evening, and he was out there with Cabot, really pushed him to the sideline there. So Davon continues to be a little bit of a stronghold for these defensive backs.
As it's a keep by Cole, and he's going to be hit behind the line for a loss of about 2. That'll make it 3rd and 12.
And that looked like a combination there. Charlie Higdon was the first one to get in there, and then Sam Goodman came in there and kind of followed up there for that tackle for a loss. So it was a good play by Charlie Higdon and Sam Goodman to back them up in a 3rd and long. Eric, I don't like saying 3rd and long, quite frankly, for Graves County. 3rd and long tonight has mean first down.
It has. It has been, like I said earlier, they're money down tonight. 3rd down and 12 for the Eagles on the McCracken 27. Gregory, blitz coming. He throws towards the end zone. It's caught yet again, and it is right at the goal line. I've not witnessed really many teams in 12 years of doing this have so much success on 3rd and longer than 10 than the Eagles tonight, and it's 1st and goal at the 1.
Yeah, Eric, if I'm counting, I've tried to keep counting. That's the 7th time tonight.
Oh, mercy.
That they've had, McCracken County's backed them up 3rd and long, and they've picked up every bit of 20, 30, 40 yards
every time.
Clip on that 3rd down. I mean, it's like, it's just, it looks easy for them on 3rd down.
And now, if you're the Mustangs, you've got to find a stop. You cannot go down 2 scores and expect to win this one. It is going to be a keep to Cole, and he dances in for 6. And Graves County gets the insurance they wanted and makes it 30 to 17 with the extra point coming.
Yeah, Eric, that was a big hole there. He
Sure
walked
was.
that in. There were, just for the fans at home, he didn't get touched whatsoever over there on the left-hand side of the line. And so far, Eric, you got to say, since about the 8-minute mark in the 3rd quarter, Graves County's owned this game over the last 12 minutes.
Got to give credit where it is due. Graves County has made some phenomenal adjustments on the Mustangs as the extra point is good. 9:47 left in the game. Now you got to see if the Mustangs can respond in some way to get those back in a way. But right now, it's all Eagles in terms of momentum.
Yeah, Eric, you know, for the Mustangs, you got 9:47 left. Now, you and I have witnessed a big comeback here this year against Henderson County. So the Mustangs can do it. First of all, to get back in the game, you're going to have to stop Graves County in offense. I mean, with 9 minutes left, they're going to get the ball back at some point in time. So you're going to have to stop them on defense to win this game. But the other thing is, and starting with this kickoff right here, the Mustangs are going to have to drive the ball down the field and punch it in for a touchdown and not consume a lot of time. You can't have a 6-minute drive here this late in the 4th quarter and expect to win this game. So for Coach Brooks, he's going to have to dial up some good long plays to get a quick score here and get this back to a 1-score game.
So the Mustangs to get the football as it is end over end kick. Falconite takes it at the 5, out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, dances across the 30, and it will be 1st down for the Mustangs at the 35.
And, Eric, that's good field position. Falconite did a great job. Cooper did bringing that back to the 35. So this is what you want as the Mustangs, a shorter field, 65 yards, and get down through here. So right now, one of the things is, Eric, that we've got to say the Mustangs have got to adjust to, that Graves County made an adjustment there at halftime. They're bringing a lot of pressure in the backfield against the Mustangs. They've gotten a sack on Maddox, 2 of them so far in the second half. They've got a hold of Newman clear in the backfield. So, you know, one of the things they've adjusted, they're dialing up the pressure against this Mustang offense. Be interesting to see what Coach Brooks calls to kind of offset the pressure.
1st down and 10, as it is going to be Newman straight up the middle, gets it across the 40. Nice job on 1st down out to the 45, maybe the 44. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, Eric, that's what we've seen Newman do most of the game, other than the second half of that 3rd quarter where Graves County was able to stop him at the line of scrimmage. But if they get back to that offensive movement that we witnessed in the first 2.5 quarters, McCracken County can get a quick score here.
2nd and 1 for the Mustangs. 3 wideouts to the left. Blitz coming as the Mustangs pick it up No, they don't. It will be a quarterback sack. And a loss of 5 will make it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Eric, and it's just what we were just talking about. I mean, they dialed up the pressure. They brought the blitz, a middle linebacker blitz there. And really Maddox didn't have any opportunity at all. The pocket collapsed on him, and he didn't have any opportunity, one, to get out of the pocket and gain some additional time there to look downfield, nor did he have an opportunity to throw it. So what turned from 2nd and 1 now is a 3rd and 5.
And so it is going to be Newman straight up the middle, and he will get out to about the 43, and that will make it 4th and 2. Fourth and 2. The Mustangs going for it. And the Mustangs jump. And so that will move it back 5 yards, almost making it a really tough position now for the Mustang offense. And so it pretty much, the Mustangs cannot afford a turnover here. It comes down to the Mustangs keeping this drive alive for McCracken County on 4th down. 7:48 left, down 14. Really put yourself in a near impossible position if you turn it over here. And the Mustangs jump again. So that will move it back 5 more yards. And you go back to the 8-minute mark of the 3rd quarter, and you said self-destruction, I said discombobulation. I think both apply.
And they do, and Eric, it's been a continuation. Now you're almost halfway through this 4th quarter, and you look, you turned a 2nd and less than a yard into 4th and 11.
Yep. And so the Mustangs can still pick up the 1st down. That's the good news, but made it a lot harder from 4th and 1. Now 4th and 11. Snap as O'Neill throws over the middle, and it's picked off. And so the discombobulation continues, and now a flag coming down on the McCracken County kids as they were going off the field, and that's going to be a composure penalty on the Mustangs, I believe. Unless it's a late hit, the flag came out after the interception and after the play, the guy was tackled. It is unsportsmanlike conduct on Graves County.
I didn't see that coming.
Not in the backfield where they threw it. And so it is unsportsmanlike conduct on the Eagles. It is 1st down, Graves County. It is a interception on the Eagles. And now if you are Graves County with 7:20 left, you've already got McCracken to use 1 timeout. You use a lot of Kylie Cole, I imagine.
I would think, Eric, with 7:20, I think they're going to do 2 things. They're going to keep the ball on the ground, and is Caden Gregory going to keep the ball some and run the ball? Like I said, he is the number 2 rusher for this team. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see a combination of Caden Gregory and whoever's in there for running back in this series right here.
So 1st down and 10 for the Eagles on their own 35. As Gregory tried to get the Mustangs to jump, unable to do so. And now Gregory gets a snap. Pressure coming, and he's going to air it out down the middle of the field for Acree. Overthrew him just a little bit, and it'll make it 2nd and 10.
Eric, one of the things for the fans at home, Charlie Higdon got in there just a split second late, but man, did he level Gregory. Gregory got back up. It wasn't a bad hit by Charlie Higdon, but man, if Gregory would have held on to that for just 1/2 second longer, that would have been a big sack, and McCracken County would have needed that. It was unfortunate. Charlie was just a 1/2 step short of a big sack.
2nd and 10 for Graves County. Snap. It is a quick throw to the left side. Caught and dropped for a loss. And I am shocked the Eagles are not going with the ground game to try to chew up the Mustang front line a little bit more and use some clock.
You know, Eric, you know what it was? They want to get in 3rd and long.
That's true.
That's what they want to do. They're 3rd and 14. This is where they want to be. They want to be in 3rd and long. Coaches over there saying, hey, boys, just back it up a little bit, and we'll pick up a first down.
A perfect 7 of 7 are the Eagles from 3rd and 10 and longer. That is impressive. And so attempt number 8. This one from 3rd and 14. Snap. It is going to be Gregory dropping back. Pressure coming, and he is sacked. Great job by Charlie Higdon.
That time, Eric, Charlie got there. You know, the play before that, he was a half a step short. That time he got back in there. Eric, you know, one of the things I've got to go back to is the Henderson County game.
That's
right.
right.
You know, when you said, hey, take a knee and you take home a victory, here for Graves County, all you had to do was run the ball and chew up the clock. I mean, Coach Tyler Brooks already burned one time out. I mean, you could have easily ate 2.5, 3 minutes off the clock, even if you didn't pick up but 1 or 2 first downs. But Graves County took a different. I think they were trying to add a little salt to the wound. You think?
And then, like you said, they could have used 3 minutes at least. Only used a minute. And so in a fourth quarter game like this, that makes a difference. And Falcon Knight's going to let this one bounce. It bounces at the 50 and goes all the way to the 36. First down for the Mustangs on their own 36. So 5.5 minutes left. If you're the Mustangs, it's go time. You do have the best kicker in the state, so you've got that in your arsenal for an onside kick if you can just get a drive going. But that's been the hard part for the Mustangs. It's been drives that have been going backwards.
Yeah, Eric, you know, we talked about from that 8-minute mark in the third quarter that both the offense and defense have been struggling. We got to give an A+ to the defense there. They did a good job getting the ball back after just 3 plays. So now it's time for this this offense to step up and really move the ball. They need to score within the first 2 minutes of having this possession.
And so O'Neal gets a snap. He looks, steps into the pocket, and he's going to throw it up, and it's out of bounds, and it will be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Eric, and one thing is the offensive line for the Mustangs, they just look like they're struggling a little bit. Right now, that Graves County front 3 or 4, however they set it up, they're able to get pressure on Maddox O'Neal, and I see both Christian Vericar and Mason Kell. They look frustrated. They know that right now they're getting beat along that line of scrimmage, and for the Mustangs to have a chance to win this, those guys have got to win the line of scrimmage and give Maddox some time to look downfield.
As O'Neal drops back, screenplay towards the left side. Matcham has it at the 35. Gets out to about the 40, and that'll be a gain of about 4. And that'll make it 3rd and manageable, but the clock continues to run. So 5 minutes left. Mustangs trail by 14. As 3rd down and 6. Snap, dropping back O'Neal. Steps into the pocket, and he's going to be well short. There's going to be a hold on McCracken County, I think, in the backfield. As I believe Newman was trying to free up an avenue for his quarterback to run. Now the question is, if you're Graves County, it's going to be 4th down if you decline it. 4th and about 3, maybe 4. Or do you make it 3rd and 15? And the Eagles say they want to make it 3rd and 15. And so it will be McCracken County, 3rd down 15 from the 30.
Yeah, Eric, you know, for the Mustangs, that's a little bit of a break.
It is.
Because really they've got 2 downs now to pick up this 3rd and 15. So that's a break for the Mustangs to get an extra down.
4:43 left in this game. as O'Neal dances around a little bit, throws off his back foot, and it's picked off. As nobody in the vicinity of that one except the Eagle defender, and he will bring it back towards the 20, towards the 10, and it's a pick 6. Touchdown, Graves County. As it was picked off by Coleman Amos, and that brought it back for 6.
That
just
did, Eric. That was,
throwing off your back foot, it makes it hard.
It was a weak throw. He couldn't get enough on that ball to get it over the defender, and it ends up being underthrown, and ultimately the defender comes down with it. In that case, they did, and, you know, it's been unfortunate. One of the things is, Eric, just to comment there, you know, ever since Maddox took that hit and that sack, it just seems like he just seems to lack some confidence back there in the pocket and looking downfield. It just seems like he's just a little uneasy.
As flags come out on the extra point, you go back to the 8-minute mark of this third quarter, I should say, and it has just been a nightmare for the Mustang offense from that point on. If you look at it, probably 300 yards of offense to that point. Not much after that point.
No, not at all. I mean, really, you take that score that tied it up at 17 in the beginning of that third quarter. Since then, the offense is, I don't know that they've picked up a first down since that point in time.
They may not have. As the extra point is up, and it is good with 4:26 left. The Eagles have opened it up. It's 38-17, and for McCracken County, it is one of those games. It was within reach halfway through that third quarter, and then the wheels just fell off. And give the Eagles credit. They made all the adjustments to allow those wheels to fall off.
Yeah.
And now if you're the Mustangs, you're going to get the football back, but you are going as quick as you can and hoping for a miracle for the second time this year. This one would be a bigger miracle than the Henderson County one if you're able to pull it off.
Yeah, Eric, here you're down 3 scores. You're not down the original 5 or 12 points they were late in the fourth quarter. It's a different circumstance, and I think unfortunately for the Mustangs, they haven't posted a bunch of scores like they did against Henderson County.
That's right. And so the Eagles a short end over end kick. It's going to be taken at the 35 out to the 40 and brought down at the 46-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will take over. First down and 10. 4:21 left. Now a matter of what the final score will be. As the Mustangs will have one more sequence at least. So it was a tie game in this second half, but a 21-0 run as it a 21-point lead for the Eagles. And so first down for the Mustangs, as it is going to be Newman. Dances across the 45 to the 50, and nice job getting back to the 43. First down, gain of 12.
Yeah, Eric, and now you're over in Graves County territory, about the 44-yard line or so, where they're going to spot the ball. So, I mean, this is where with 4:13 left, you can start taking a shot down the field here and try to get a quick score and an onside kick to have any chance at all.
As the Mustangs have it first down and 10 on the 44. It's dropped back O'Neal. Pressure coming. And he gives it off to Newman. And Newman slipped for a moment, gets his balance back, gets to the 41. And that'll make it a gain of about 3. Second and 7. 3.5 minutes left in this one. As handoff to Newman, he gets across the 40 and brought down around the 36. That'll make it 3rd and 2.
He continues to run the ball good, Eric. I mean, one thing that we can say has been consistent for the Mustangs tonight, Landon Newman's been consistent coming out of that backfield.
Yes, that's for sure. As the officials blew a flag in the Graves side of the field, that will help, as I believe it is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Eagles. And so unsportsmanlike conduct against Graves County will give the Mustangs a gift, and chance now for the Mustangs to get a score and go back down by 14.
Yeah, I mean, you got 3:07 left. You're at the 21. I mean, if they could punch this in and get an onside kick, I mean, you've seen wilder things here at McCracken, at Marquette Stadium so far this year. So, you know, right now a situation to punch it in and go for that onside kick.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs. On the Eagle 21. It is a snap. Newman dances across the 20, inside the 20, towards the 15, down of bounds, and around the 13.
Man, Eric, that was a hard hit on Landon Newman. He got right back to his feet, and I'm glad to see him back up. But, you know, right now for Landon Newman, that was a hard hit there by Graves County. He picked up 8.5 yards. So Landon Newman continues to be a workhorse tonight. I will be interested, even though McCracken County may not come in the win column tonight, I'd be interested to see this stat on Landon Newman against a good team.
As O'Neal gets the snap, drops back, throws towards the left side. It is incomplete. As it was a great effort by Matcham, but couldn't pull it in. It will be third down and 2.
Yeah, Eric, I got to give a lot of credit to Matcham. He tried to keep a foot in there as he caught that ball going out of bounds, and he almost did it. I really thought he was going to come up with it. It looked like there for a minute the official questioned himself of whether he had a foot in or not, but I think at the end of the day it was a good call.
It is going to be a handoff to Newman inside the 10, inside the 5, and he's out of bounds at the 5 towards the 4.
I think they got him, Eric, all the way down to the 3.
So first and goal from the 3.
I think here you give it to Landon Newman, you punch it in here, you still got 2 minutes left on the clock, and you take it down here and kick it off on an onside kick.
And so
Ivan says they're on the 2-yard line. They marked that on the 2.
Chance here for the Mustangs. Jumbo formation for McCracken County. Snap. It is a handoff to Newman, and he stopped at the 2. And so the Mustangs will try it again. Second and goal from the 2. Clock strikes 2 minutes.
Eric, one thing to note there, he put James Berrigan in the backfield.
That's a good point.
You got, you took Newman out there and you put in James Berrigan.
Second and goal from the 2. Snap. Berrigan is hit and dropped. Third and goal from the 2. And Berrigan is slow to get up.
That was a hard hit. Like I said, that last hit on Newman was a hard hit. That was a hard hit on James Berrigan. He is back up off the field, but you got to give Graves credit. That was a tough hit there.
Did they fumble it? They did. Or at least Graves is saying the Mustangs did. I didn't see. They did say fumble.
Ivan did say it was a fumble there.
And so that'll make it Graves County football on their own 3 with 1:30 left. And it's just been one of those second halves, Jimmy.
Yeah, it has not been. You know, you've talked several times from that first touchdown with the 8-minute mark through, other than the defense having a couple stops. McCracken County, you know, me and you've been joking about the terminology, you know, self-destructed is the one I've been using, and that's been the case for the last 20 minutes.
So Graves County will hand it off and get it across the 15 or the 10 out towards the 15. And first down for Graves County.
Yeah, Eric, this is just a couple more knees here, and this ball game's over.
As Graves County going to settle for the knee. And they will have to do it one time at least. As the victory formation knee.
So, Eric, the Mustangs played one good half of football.
They did.
And one bad half of
They
football.
did. And that bad half proved to be the difference. Credit to Graves County for that. They will have to take one more knee. And they do, as the Eagles come into McCracken County, close the game on a 21-0 run and win it by 21, 38-17. The Mustangs season ends at 5-5, and overall a really good win tonight for the Graves County Eagles. And now the Mustangs will turn their attention to the playoffs next week. That will be Friday at 7 p.m. against Warren Central. As now we look at the final stats. With that, Ivan Stevens.
Thanks, Eric. McCracken finishes with 342 offensive yards. It breaks down to 161 rushing, 181 passing. For Graves County, they had 382. This breaks down to 115 rushing, 265 passing. First downs for both teams. Graves County had 19, McCracken had 16. Penalty-wise, Graves County 8 for 78, McCracken 10 for 88. A bunch of those coming in late when you don't need them.
That's right.
Individually for McCracken, Maddox O'Neill was 14 of 26 for 181 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, and he was sacked 3 times. Rushing-wise, Landon Newman, 28 carries, 175 yards, and a touchdown. Dawson Hayden, 1 carry for 5 yards. James Berrigan, 1 carry for -1, and he did fumble there at the end. Maddox O'Neill, 5 carries for -18. Pass receiving, Jakari Matcham, 5 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Cooper Falconite, 4 catches, 57 yards. Davon Dunbar, 2 catches for 13 yards. Drew Lanier, 2 catches, 10 yards. Landon Newman, 1 for 3. For Graves County, Caden Gregory was 13 of 28 for 265 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was intercepted once and he was sacked once. Brady Roselle, 9 carries for 59 yards. Khalid Cole, 9 carries, 36 yards and a touchdown. Caden Gregory, 12 carries for 33 yards and a touchdown. Brody Vukasic, 1 carry for -11. Pass receiving, Lincoln Acree, 8 catches, 150 yards and a touchdown. Braden Woodward, 3 catches, 103 yards and 1 touchdown. Brody Vukasic, 2 catches for 12 yards. The big stat I want to put out, McCracken had 5